Right.
I could never figure this out. They're telling me it's a crime for me to forget to fasten my own seatbelt. And yet every other block, we got a fast food drive-through restaurant with some idiot pulling out with a 16-ounce Coke squeezed in between his legs, a Big Mac sandwich in his fingertips, steering with his wrist, an order of fries wedged between this leg and the console, eating, drinking, slurping, steering with the other knee, and that's perfectly okay if this guy buckles up. And until you see a man pour a piping hot cup of coffee in his crotch at 40 miles an hour, you have no idea the maneuverability of an automobile.
Comedian Nick Griffin.
You ever seen a person complain in a fast food restaurant? That's amazing to me. What's taking this kid so long? Why is he going so slow? Why is he going so slow? Well, he's rethinking every bad decision he's ever made in his life. What got him to this horrible, awful place?
Shut up, your fries are coming.
And they seem a little irritable, too.
He has to summon all his energy to keep from turning around and stabbing you in the eyeball with the spork, you fat jackass. He's got an entire meal for $3 and never got out of the car. And you're...
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different... Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. I mean, admit it, when you hear the song Happy Birthday, all you're really thinking is, I'm getting some free cake. During the song, you just wonder what kind it is. Hope it's chocolate for me. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. I only got 2 hands, buddy, and one of them's holding a cigarette. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good. Right. Cake, great. Right. Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
What was that?
A seed in here? What is this, a treasure map? What's the recipe of fruit cake? Anything but fruit? It's like the baker was just clearing off the counters. Yeah, put all that stuff in there. People don't eat this. They just mail it to relatives. We all know cake's bad for us. Sometimes we try and disguise the fact we're having cake. It's breakfast. I can't have cake. I'll have a muffin. You know the difference between a cake and a muffin? What? Nothing. How about those mini muffins? How much denial are we in when we're eating mini muffins? I'm just going to have like 1 or 12. They're so small they don't really count. They're like muffin vitamins. I eat them, I feel like an astronaut. That's why I have them for breakfast. You can't have cake for breakfast unless it's a pancake. How'd that slide through? You're not having cake for breakfast. You're having fried cake with syrup for breakfast. Now load up on that and try not to nap.
How about you? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The fabulous Jim Gaffigan. Personal friend of mine.
Bob and Tom.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, chick.
Christy looking like...
HR?
Nope.
Here to talk to you about...
Nope, one of the Beagle Boys.
Oh, nice.
The goofy sidekicks in Disney, right?
Oh, because I'm wearing stripes?
The nephews.
Yeah,
Huey, Dewey, and Louie and the Beagle Boys.
The Beagle Boys. I think it's, Beagle like the dog.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, they all wear striped shirts like that to signify they're ne'er-do-wells and up to no good.
That's me.
They're
That's you.
robbing
That's
banks
right.
and stuff.
That's right. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He says Pat on his shirt.
So I know who I am.
No, he is. Yeah, there's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie's still on the DL. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
How's Willie doing?
He's got the COVID.
I know, but is he okay? Or-
I'm positive he's positive.
I spoke to him Saturday. He said he's doing fine.
Okay.
He's still positive, but less symptomatic.
Good.
And doing puzzles.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He put up on Instagram, well, I'm now the puzzle guy. So,
That's what we did
exciting.
early on in the COVID deal.
Puzzles?
Oh, yeah, lots of them.
You like dominoes, though, right?
Yeah, we like to play dominoes. That's big in our house.
You pull that, play that train, right?
Yes. We play the train game, yes.
There's a thing with dominoes called pulling the train, Tom.
Well,
No
it's
idea.
called the train game.
Okay.
You ever pull a train, Tom?
No, that would be rather difficult. What I haven't done, I was extremely busy over the weekend. I have not checked the Chick McGee Shoein' of the Week picks.
Well, let's hear them. I haven't checked them either. Let's
See,
discover
let's see.
them together.
The Thursday nighter, you picked. Ooh, that was not a good
Yeah,
one.
0-1. Started off a robust 0-1.
Okay, and then you. Oh, I know you got this one. You picked the Vikings over the Packers.
Yeah, I called that one. That was my double shock. Hit that one.
No, your double shock was the other one.
No, Vikings, according to Instagram, was.
No, you double shocked to the
Oh, God, here we go.
Lions Eagles.
Oh, well, that I had the Lions +4, so that I got that one then.
Okay, very good. So,
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, that's what I wrote down. I assume.
Well,
Well, that doesn't. Okay, never mind. So 3.
Either way.
So there's 2 for the Lions. There's
So you're-
one for the Vikings. 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, go on.
there you go.
Oh, and then
3-1.
3-1,
baby.
and then I had 2 exclusive the Chick McGee Instagram picks on Sunday afternoon. See, I put up, Tom, breaking news. Okay. I had the Miami Dolphins -3 versus New England.
And?
That came in. So there's 4-1. And then I had the Saints -6 at Atlanta. Saints win by 1 point. So whatever happened to the majesty of the meaningless touchdown at the end of the game to cover the spread? I don't know. So 4-2 for the week.
Not
Tom.
bad.
Not bad.
Against the spread. And then the
spread.
final game of the weekend will be the Monday Nighter. Is that correct?
Monday
Who
night.
plays tonight?
The Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Chicks, that's not just not bad. That's good. It's
great.
Well done.
Good for you.
Now, so obviously,
I'm scary.
You're going to step up then and pick tonight's game to beef up that record.
No, I'm not. I'm taking the
Good
night
for
off.
you.
I'm giving me the day off.
Okay.
There's no way that you could get me to pick the game.
Okay.
There's
No way at all.
No way at all. I'm not going to even
Yeah,
talk.
you don't let him bully you.
I'm not going to. Devils come in the many forms,
Yes.
but most of the time it's Tom. You know that.
Okay. Well, I thought
No.
perhaps you'd put your money where your mouth is.
Not today, Satan.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I will.
All right.
No, later on.
Okay. Well, that reminds me that we have the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. Week 1 will be ending tonight. And you don't even have to go against the spread. Every week we give away the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. Details at bobandtom.com/contest. And starting tomorrow, you'll be able to pick next week's games. So we look forward to hearing from you. By the way, the winner of the first week will be broadcasting with us and picking against Chick McGee coming up Thursday or Friday. I'm not exactly sure which. This show will be coming to you Friday from Louisville. As part of the Bourbon and Beyond Festival. Details about that show coming up. But you're invited, if you're in the area, to come say hi. We'll have some special collectible posters available.
I may or may not be doing a duet with Brandy Carlisle.
Really?
Oh, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
So far, I would bet on the may
doing
not. Yeah, but we'll see.
I have heard that you and Brandy are dating. Is that true?
I have asked her out a few times. For some reason, she keeps saying no. I don't know.
Now, is she saying no, or is this through the police?
Well, be persistent. Girls like that.
Oh, yeah.
Keep asking her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stalking is the key.
Christy, I think if you asked her, there may be a better chance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's good to know. Congratulations
opposed.
on a good shoe-in for the first week, Chick. And we'll see if you decide to pick the Monday Nighter.
And I think I'm near the top of the leaderboard in the fantasy football because I don't know how to keep score. I don't know how to see who the leaders are, but it looks like going into tonight's game, I have the most points. I don't know what that means.
Okay, and your team, of course, is known as the Guardians of the Commanders.
That's right, on fantasy football.
Acquiring the most generic names of the two most famous new professional squads in professional sports of any
squad.
Coming up, we have interesting news about we've got a couple of tigers that may or may not be on the loose. And I'm talking about real tigers. Tommy Lee, the drummer from Motley Crue.
Oh my God! I started watching that Pamela and Tommy Lee thing on Hulu with this weekend.
You mean the original video or the?
No, I didn't watch the original video. It was a series that they made.
Because that original video is long, not the actual time.
Oh no! In the series, they have a prosthetic thing. They show it.
Right.
And then it talks to Tommy Lee. It's the worst TV
Wait a minute, his Wang talks to him?
Yes. It's the worst
Tom.
TV I've ever seen.
It's nominated for an Emmy, too.
I know. It's,
The Wang?
Best makeup.
It's so funny.
Well, Tommy Lee is in the news.
That's wonderful.
And you'll find out what he did and why, and it's very odd. We have some royal family news coming up. Some of it's fairly preposterous. And a special song on the way. Coming up this morning. Pat and I had a big weekend working on a little something.
Oh, great.
Hope to get that on for you.
Okay.
But we also have interesting news from the world of sports coming from Chick McGee.
Yeah, first week in the NFL. Pending tonight is in the books. Had a big week. A couple overtime games and a couple of kickers maybe packing their things. And already, just after the first weekend, a lot of action. Did you watch any football over the weekend, Tom?
Very little. Pat and I were in the studio.
Oh, boy.
Pretty much.
Now, when you and Pat get together at, say, the studio or in your home, do you greet him in the smoking jacket and the ascot? And
Sit, my dear boy.
Yes. Now, here's what I have in mind.
This is my libretto. Take a look at this.
This is where I'm comfortable.
Yes. The comma goes there. Yeah, no, you'll see. We have a little something coming up for you. And there's some very odd news in the wake of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Besides the usual sadness and funereal stuff, there's a couple of oddities.
I heard they found her in her bunker. Is that true?
No. Well, we also have an update on salmon sperm and some new words that have made the dictionary. I know that you'll like these very much, Josh. Mm-hmm. Do you want to give us a little preview of what you've got other than the NFL?
Well, Tampa Bay wins last night. They won all over the Cowboys. Tampa Bay 19-3 winners last night. Dak Prescott hurt his thumb.
Oh.
It looks like it's broken. Looks like he's going to have surgery. Of course, as is the Cowboys' tradition, the head coach have a press conference after the game? No. The injured quarterback have a press conference? Well, he did, but no one really paid attention to that. Jerry Jones is the medical voice of reason on the staff of the Cowboys. He had a big news conference after telling people how it's going to be. And, of course, the Cowboys fans, what happens when your all-star quarterback, great quarterback, gets injured during the game as he's walking off, going into the locker room? He's just been injured. What do you do, Josh?
You throw things at him.
That's right. You throw trash at him, Tom. You're damn right. Get out there, you lazy bum.
We got something new coming from our friends at Roman. We've been talking about Roman for a while in the early days, mostly about ED and dealing with issues with erectile dysfunction at GetRoman.com/wood. But here's something interesting. 42% of men experience moderate to extensive hair loss in their lifetime. There are options available to help stop balding in its tracks in the beginning. And as soon as the sooner you start the treatment for hair loss, the easier it is to keep the hair that you've already got. Roman offers clinically proven medication to help treat hair loss. Roman also offers specially formulated shampoos and conditioners and ingredients that fortify and moisturize hair to look fuller. 80% of men who use prescription hair loss treatment had no further hair loss after 2 years, according to recent research. Getting started is simple: a complete free online visit. Then a U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. Once again, Roman famous for their free 2-day shipping. The whole process straightforward and discreet. Treatments start at just $20 a month or on a quarterly plan. Find out all the details by going to GetRoman.com/BT show and get 20% off your first order. This is a special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. So get on it early. That's the key. GetRoman.com/BT show for 20% off. Coming up also, we have an interesting study about fraternity hazing and does it work? And for you were planning on...
Does it work? Is it as effective as we hoped?
To keep the boys in line.
Are you kidding me?
They did a study of does it help
Are we breaking enough necks as they fall down the stairs?
Oh, my gosh,
I don't think so.
Now, when I was in school, it wasn't the stairs the guy fell down from.
Out the window?
Yeah, off the roof.
Oh! Well, you did go to an Ivy League. So.
Also, the pumpkin regatta canceled.
Oh, no.
We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. On a Monday on the way, Greg Warren and Reno Collier both going to be joining us, zooming their way in. We'll find out how their weekend went and catch up with what they're up to. That's Greg Warren, Reno Collier, and you all morning long, plus Chick McGee, of course, covering the NFL, the full slate of games on Sunday. We still have a Monday night game before Week 1 is in the books, so we'll be back with more sports coverage with Chick McGee, the sports director. Of course, Pat Godwin sitting in the performance room, skating at nearly full strength this morning, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. The subject of a new music-based biopic is Weird Al Yankovic. And like the music-based parodies he's known for, this film is meant to be funny. Yankovic says it features facts about his life, not all of them necessarily true. Daniel Radcliffe plays the lead in Weird, the Al Yankovic story, which made its debut Friday at the Toronto International Film Festival. Emmy Awards host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. Among the best drama contenders at tonight's ceremony, The Squid Game, Secession, and Ted Lasso. But after several pandemic-affected awards seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. You can check it out starting at 8 o'clock Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. And country music singer John Michael Montgomery suffered cuts and broken ribs in a serious accident involving his tour bus. Montgomery writes on social media the bus was on its way to a concert in North Carolina Friday. Everyone on the bus is recovering from injuries, but he does not give details on what happened. Montgomery says he will take time off for a couple of weeks to heal up. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Well, shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Dean, I am so hungry.
Oh, you want to go get some breakfast, Tom?
I guess. Is there a place we can go that has flat-chested waitresses and really baggy clothing?
I don't think so.
Think again, Dean. Guys, if you've been longing to have breakfast surrounded by flat-chested women in baggy clothing, then you'll want to visit the all-new breakfast restaurant, Pancake Hooters. At Pancake Hooters, you won't be bothered by waitresses who accidentally dip their large bosoms into your maple syrup or who break the yolk of your egg while bending over the table to pour your coffee. Pancake Hooters only hires women with prepubescent builds, so you won't be distracted by massive memories while trying to finish off your breakfast in time to get to work.
Wow, what a great breakfast.
Sure was, Tom. And I was able to eat my waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either.
And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is, it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great.
Dave, a young guy, young comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
cool.
But we're having some trouble, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming the kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe a lump sum.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chuck.
He's at the performance room. That's right. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
He's over there at the Upside Sidekick desk. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. The Raiders did not come out on top yesterday. I'm eager to find out how the referees screwed them yesterday.
Oh, boy.
It's a nail biter, but
Oh, did you watch the game?
That's a reasonable response.
I don't think it was a nail biter at all. I think Justin Herbert
it wasn't.
Chargers dispatched them quite easily.
Whoa. Did we watch the same game?
I must not have. You probably got the Raiders filtered version, I guess. And here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Good morning. Thank you very much. We had an interesting story, I think it was on Friday, about electric cars and electric trucks. Very interesting stuff going on in that world.
They're electric.
And and we were talking about the Rivian and got a nice letter. These babies are being made in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois.
How about that?
And if you haven't seen one, these are the. I haven't seen one in person.
I haven't either.
But someone said they saw one driving around.
Oskay said there's one that lives by him somewhere because he sees it a lot.
So it's a pickup truck, but it's electric.
And it looks real futuristic.
We had it's pronounced electric, Tom.
Oh, like the old splash on electric shave. Remember that stuff?
No, that's Electra.
Is electric still around? I remember
that's Electra.
Yeah, there was a jingle. Electric shave. There was no E. It was just electric.
Oh, no, it's Electra.
Oh, it was? Okay.
No, it's electric shave.
I thought it was electric.
I don't think so. I think it's Electra.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll look that
Let's
up
talk
in the
about
meantime.
It some more. Okay.
The story actually involved a vasectomy, and I'm sure the folks that are making these Rivians, which are these amazing new trucks, they have to have heard this. The story is a doctor in Texas used his Rivian to power his office to perform a vasectomy last week. There had been a power outage, and the patient did not want to reschedule, which I think is rather unusual.
Yeah.
As Mr. Oskay suggested, perhaps this guy had an important date
with his
coming
mistress,
up.
yeah.
I don't know. What's the recovery time on a vasectomy before you? Isn't it?
Well, it can't be same day.
Well, because it's different depending on your wife or your mistress. Remember when that happened to me?
Yeah, but I mean, with respect, when you get a vasectomy, you can't use the tool for a while.
You're
right?
supposed to have it checked. I never did, but
I mean, you can't for next day go out and.
I wouldn't think you would want to. I think there might be a little
pain,
just a little soreness.
In any event, according to WGLT TV,
We're
You're guilty.
We've got a glut of news for you.
Oh, there you go.
Glitter.
Dr. Christopher Yang used his Rivian R1T pickup truck as the backup power source. This was in Austin, Texas. He ran an extension cord from his parking spot to the patient's room.
Is that right?
He said the procedure went smoothly. The truck even powered a fan in the room since the air conditioning was out. So, pretty cool. I saw the picture, and it looks like the Rivian, ironically, has truck nuts on the back of it.
Oh.
But I want to thank Craig, who's working on him in Normal, Illinois right now. So, something new out there.
And Tom, you'll be glad to hear this. It is electric shave. I was wrong. You were right.
Well.
And what was the notion with electric shave? You put it on before you shave, right?
Well, I think this
and
was
it would
when
make your beard stand out, so you could use
your electric razor.
Electric razors were just coming in. Yeah.
I
never cared for an electric razor.
Never. He does. He likes to use electric razor in the car. Although his beard is, I would imagine Christy's beard is thicker than Tom's. I would think.
I get mine shaved every 6 weeks.
Your face?
Yeah, I have a dermaplane. Sure.
Is that a microdermabrasion?
No, I don't do a microdermabrasion. It's just a dermaplane. It's basically where they shave you.
Here's the jingle for you.
There's Williams Electric Shave. Its special formula makes your whiskers stand up, so you can shave off your beard without having to go over and over the same spots. Electric Shave. And now there's new Electric Shave Tender Face for men with tender faces. Electric Shave!
Tender face.
Wow, that was an early Chick McGee there. That guy's fun.
It's kind of a solo version. I just remember the big chorus, Electric Shave.
Tender face sounds like an insult. Geez, look at this tender face that just walked in.
He's got opera records.
And I don't know if that's still out there. I bet it is.
I'm looking right at it, man. $5.27 on Amazon. Williams Electric Shave.
Oh, still available?
Yeah.
Okay, great. As I recall, it had a scent to it.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know.
You want your face to smell good, don't you, after you've shaved? Shaving cream
I prefer
has a
going
scent.
without a scent, frankly. But we have a special treat coming up in just a few minutes. Something brand new for you.
All right.
But first, we'll dip our toes into the world of sports with Chick McGee.
First of all, we've got to make a stop at the U.S. Open. Carlos Alcaraz has defeated Casper Ruud, who just doesn't care how he acts to people.
No.
Never says, excuse me. Carlos wins 6-4, 2-6, 7-6, 6-3. In the U.S. Open final, he wins his first Grand Salami title at the age of 19.
Wow.
And becomes the youngest man to move up to number one.
It's all downhill from here.
In the rankings. Yep. Enjoy it, son. It'll never be this great again. Alcaraz is a Spaniard who was appearing in his 8th major tournament and second time at Flushing Meadows. He only briefly showed any signs of fatigue Sunday after having to get through 3 consecutive 5-setters. One, remember, ended at
2 in the morning.
Almost 3 in the morning, yeah. Ruud's a 23-year-old from Norway. He's now 0-2 in the Grand Slam finals.
Okay.
Tough one there. You know, his personal assistant, Mrs. Wiggins, she was acting as his own personal ball boy. Hey, and last night for Sunday Night Football, which Tom Brady, rest easy, America, Tom Brady won last night, beating the Cowboys in Dallas, Arlington, 19-3. But the big problem last night, we'll get to Dak Prescott's injury in a second, but Chris Collinsworth sounded very much like he was under the weather during the broadcast. Chris, friend of the show, but let's take a listen.
They're going to try to get Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott on the field together. Maybe a few of those kind of trick plays just like that. Kellen Moore, scheming one up early on this one.
Hey, let's celebrate. You feel fine.
I feel great.
You feel fine. It's just 2 games, 3 days, red eyes, a bunch of travel. My man's playing hurt. That's a slap.
Man's playing hurt. Come on now. So there you go.
This Sportscast brought to you by...
I'm going to use Electric Shave. They'll be the best-looking catcher in the game. Well, one of the best.
That's the one I remember.
Who was the catcher?
Electric Shave, Thurman Munson.
Thurman Munson.
Didn't he pass away in a plane crash?
Yeah, I believe he was.
Oh, my.
The pilot.
Well, this was obviously recorded before that.
Right.
I guess.
No, that was the black box.
That was not a close shave.
He earned a little money for his family.
Say what you want, but he was a pitchman till the end.
He sure was.
I'm so sorry. I probably should have known. Well,
And, of course, the internet responded to Chris Collinsworth with these warm wishes on Twitter. Collinsworth sounds like he's dying in real time.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. He looked great. His little throat thing.
Collinsworth is definitely playing hurt. Voice is strained, doesn't have the same energy. But he's gutting out the telecast. How great for us. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, some sarcasm.
A little sarcasm there on the...
he's terrific.
Yeah, he's good. He's good too. Last night, of course, Dak Prescott hurting the right thumb. That's his throwing hand. That's his working hand, Tom. Ooh. And as he was leaving the field there at Jerry World in Arlington, Texas, Cowboys fans threw trash at Dak Prescott.
That's right. You got to let him know.
No, you don't.
Gosh. Yeah. It's week 1, the NFL site says. Cowboys fans booed and threw trash at Dak as he headed back to the locker room with an injury.
Get back out there, pussy.
According to the owner, Jerry Jones, Dak will need hand surgery and likely he'll miss several weeks.
Yeah.
Of course, he broke his thumb. Someone kicked him in the ass.
If you'll excuse me, I have garbage to dump on him.
He thinks he's getting a game check for this one. He's sadly mistaken. I don't think you should get any sort of... and other places in the NFL, yes. Major League Baseball, real quick. Albert Pujols hit his 697th yesterday for the Cardinals. Here comes Albert into the 700 club, Manny. So there you go.
I believe his quote was, "I'm going to effing do it."
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. So you got Barry Bonds, you got Babe Ruth,
right?
Yeah, well, you got Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and now Pujols.
Yeah,
top 4 of all time. Here's another word during sports from Electric Shave.
Make your beard stand up. Make your razor shave better. With Electric Shave, you learn pretty fast for a football player.
Can you name this football player? I will give you a hint. He's now very, very famous.
Make your beard stand up. Make your razor shave better. With Electric Shave, you learn pretty fast for a football player.
Is that Joe Namath?
No, not Joe Namath, but it is a quarterback.
Joe Montana?
Not Joe Montana.
Play it again?
Joe Montana never did really that many endorsements.
Is it Bradshaw?
Joe Theismann.
It is Terry Bradshaw.
Oh.
That's exactly
Play it
right.
again.
Make your beard stand up. Make your razor shave better. With Electric Shave, you learn pretty fast for a football player.
Yeah, you can hear it.
A little bit, but
Which one is he?
He's the first one. He's the very first voice.
Make your beard stand up. Make your razor shave better. With Electric Shave, you learn pretty fast for a football player.
And his voice changed over the years.
Who's the other guy?
I don't know. Sounds a little bit like
O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. And now here's our tribute to sports.
He doesn't know too much about electric razors.
Yeah, he prefers to use the knife. And
here's Thurman Munson and O.J. Simpson for Electric Shave.
Could you get that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, this is Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sure by now that you guys have heard the news and the unfortunate incident last night involving our quarterback, Dak Prescott. As owner of the Dallas Cowboys, we'll be flying in Dr. Fauci for a second opinion today. I'm quite frankly shocked and amazed because our quarterback was fully vaccinated. Thanks for calling. Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
You called us, actually.
Evidently, this is the backup quarterback for the Steelers, so I don't know if that would have been Terry Hanratty or somebody at that time.
Hanratty and Seymour?
Yeah, the Notre Dame connection. Here's, if anybody can help me.
Make your beard stand up. Make your razor shave
That's
better.
Terry.
With Electric Shave, you learn pretty fast for a football player.
Maybe it's Joe Gilliam, Jefferson Street Joe. Maybe that was the backup quarterback. Some Steeler expert. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Ace, do you use electric shave?
Maybe they'll.
No. Do you use an electric razor or a regular?
I have one, but I rarely use it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. How many How many what would be described as things are in your home? And now by things, I mean
like objects?
Non-perishable produce and foods and razors and paper towels and like a whole warehouse full?
I have a lot of disposable razors.
Is that right?
Is your house so full that you have things stacked on your stairs?
Dining room.
One of my guest rooms is a pantry.
Oh. Are you a hoarder? Yes or no?
I read on the internet that spaghetti can go bad. Dry spaghetti.
Yeah, no way!
And I looked in a box. I have a big box of pasta. It's all spaghetti.
Right.
And I looked and I go, oh, this has mold on it.
How old does it have to be?
Probably 10 years.
You need to go through and clean that out.
Well, I did throw them out, but I mean,
now
I just happened to be reading a food site and it goes, after certain.
Oh, of course, because
You
that's how
think
you
dry
relax.
pasta
You read a
is dry?
food site.
Now, we should explain Ace is a coupon guy.
Yes,
so,
he
so
is.
sometimes you can't resist buying a giant case of
You got a
spaghetti.
deal, you got a deal. You got to take it.
Okay, well.
Well, you also have to eat that food. Yeah. It's not you waste 10 years.
You do eat what you buy, right?
Eventually.
Eventually.
Or
scrape the mold off it.
Okay. I thought about that.
Radio legend dies of botulism.
Let me ask you.
That bon vivant's vichyssoise soup. I hadn't heard.
If you eat pasta and or bread with mold on it, will it help you antibiotic?
It does not. From what I understand, yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
And you also, I recently read that you do not want to eat around mold on bread because there's mold everywhere.
Just can't see
it. You
it.
can't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that before.
Now, what about on cheese?
That is a weird thing, isn't it?
I've heard you cut around.
Sure. You're supposed to.
Yeah, the mold cheese is known for their mold.
Oh, sure.
Okay. You ever go down on a cheese?
What?
I mean, never mind.
Looks like a grilled cheese, pulling it apart.
Come on,
Okay, sorry.
I know what you're trying to say,
okay,
Tom. I got you, brother.
Okay, coming up, we have tigers in the news.
More sports, not Tiger Woods.
Tigers, perhaps
tiger.
loose tigers.
Yeah.
In a couple of spots. Very interesting. We got a world record coming up for you. And an unusual thing about in the wake of the death of Queen Elizabeth, there's a lot of sort of housekeeping that has to be done. Certain things like...
Yeah, like who's going to take care of the corgis?
That, of course, I just
Prince
saw...
Andrew and Sarah Ferguson got the corgis.
Oh, I heard they just put them down.
Well, Prince Andrew...
No, they didn't.
Well, Prince Andrew heard that one corgi was 12, so that's why...
I'll take that one.
He wanted, because... Hear what I said, Tom?
They still live together, even though they're divorced.
All the money has to be changed around, the new picture on the money.
Yeah, and stamps.
Yeah.
Did you know that this is actually kind of that whichever way Queen Elizabeth faces on the money, whoever follows her will face the other direction?
Really?
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're colonizing countries against their will, you got to come up with some pretty cool stuff.
I always wanted somebody on money to look up. That way, every time you looked at a bill, you go, what is he looking at? What does he see up there?
In God we trust. That's what he's looking up at. Yeah, and whoever thought about putting a woman on a piece of money?
Stop it.
Coming up,
75% worth.
Coming up, we will find out about that and many other things. We have a special tribute coming up next. Right now, I want to send out a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It can be tough to train your brain to stay in what we call problem-solving mode when you're faced with lots of challenges in life. There's no better feeling when you learn how to find your own solutions. This is where a therapist can help. A therapist, perhaps, from BetterHelp. They can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish the goals you have in life. Because therapy can be very, very helpful. And it's very important now. For example, if you watch an NFL game, there are several people saying, hey, look, it's okay to get help if you have issues. There's all kinds of problems, and you can help yourself get help with BetterHelp. It's a great option. It's convenient, accessible, very affordable, and it's entirely done online. So you get matched with a therapist in less than 48 hours, fill out a brief survey. By the way, you can switch therapists anytime, and it is, like I said, more affordable than in-person therapy. If you'd like to be a better problem solver, perhaps therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. A special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners to get 10% off your first month. Once again, more affordable than in-person therapy. And you'll find all the info at BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, a special royal tribute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-2... Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
They have something to shoot for,
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
And a good morning to you. It is Monday, believe it or not, September 12th, and we're rolling through it together. Again, the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em is underway for Week 1. Week 2 will begin here shortly, and you can go make your picks for the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em Challenge, your chance to win a big green egg mini max. All you have to do is pick the winners of the pro football regular season. Now, we still have a Monday night game to go tonight for Week 1, and then we'll know who won. And that winner will not only win a big green egg mini max, they'll also pick against Chick McGee and his shoe-in picks of the week coming up later this week, perhaps on Thursday or Friday. So we can look forward to that. But again, if you want to enter for Week 2 of the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em Challenge, just head to bobandtom.com/contest. And again, if you pick the most winners, you could win a big green egg mini max. It's just that easy. There's no point spread in this one. It's just picking the winners. Again, details at bobandtom.com/contest. Rolling through a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. The first members of the public will have the chance to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II when the monarch's coffin lies at rest at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles III will begin Monday by speaking to lawmakers at Parliament in London before flying to Scotland. He will accompany the oak coffin on a solemn procession through the cobbled streets of the Scottish capital, from the Royal Palace of Holyrood House to the cathedral. On Sunday, thousands of people lined streets and roadsides as the coffin was borne from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday, to Edinburgh. In other news, Emmy Award host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. That description doesn't apply to several of the top nominated shows. Among the best drama contenders at Monday night's ceremony, the volatilely dystopian Squid Game and Succession, about a powerful and cutthroat family. Even comedy nominee Ted Lasso, the defending champ, took a dark turn last season. But after several pandemic-affected award seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. The Emmys air at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and will be streaming on the Peacock Network. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I'd just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and things. Things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom.
Talk about the shoe-in coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
You got something you want to say?
There's
I got a letter.
Oh, I said Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, everybody.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie's still on the DL. I'm Chick McGee. And can I make an observation real quick?
Yeah.
And I'm really happy for this, and I don't want to make it sound sarcastic. There's nothing that excites Tom more nowadays, because we've seen and done it all.
Sure.
Oh, we're cynical.
Yes.
I could care less about real life.
Yeah.
All right.
But dude, he's like a kid on Christmas morning when he sees a new poster for our show.
That's true.
He's walking around the hallway. Have you seen the poster?
I haven't seen it.
Look at it.
Got a new poster we did. This is for
really is cool
a
looking.
Friday show. It's Bourbon and Beyond, a barrel of laughs. We've got the puppets on it.
Where are the monkeys?
We're going to be doing our show at 4th Street Live this Friday, Louisville, Kentucky. Hope to see you there. The Commonwealth of Kentucky calls bourbon and everything.
I think we're the monkeys.
Now,
those are puppets.
Is 4th Street Live, is that between 3rd Street and 5th Street?
It is. That's right. But those two are recorded.
Oh,
so
okay.
it just gets it, but that just means they're on the other side.
Got it.
Got a letter here.
You don't find that poster a little busy? Hard to.
It's got a lot of stuff.
Well, it'll be hard to get your signature on it, Josh.
Oh, is that
I've
the
always
idea?
heard you're supposed to put 3 things on a
I
billboard.
was going to say that, but I didn't want to get slapped.
Yeah, it's a little. I wouldn't know where to even find
is,
where
it
we
is,
were.
It is a billboard. It's different.
Hard to get the information off of that.
Whoever art directed that really did it in a half-assed manner.
Whoever looked over there.
Scrap it,
let's
start
see.
over.
Let's see. Now, we were talking about our pigskin pick'em competition, and the first week will officially end this evening with the Monday Nighter. And as you know, whoever wins the Big Green Egg Mini-Max.
Seattle, home dog, getting 7 tonight against their former quarterback.
You don't even pick against the spread, but this is a lot of fun, and whoever wins, and you could be our net winner, gets to come on the show with Chick McGee and do the shoe of the week.
Call in. Let's be
Yeah,
clear.
you're not going to be in the studio with
got
us.
this from Nelson.
Hey, Nelson.
Who apparently didn't do so well so far
Okay.
in his picks. but he said, hey, haven't been winning this week. Could you ask Tom if I still get to stay at Chick's house for a few days? Nelson, I'll run it by the Chickster.
No. See, you're giggling and laughing, but there are people that think this. Hey, I'll be over. No. My Simply Safe home security system will keep you at bay. I guarantee you.
And your robots with lasers are on order.
Yeah.
So you want to be,
yeah.
So, once again, the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. It's fresh every week, and you don't have to go against the spread. It's a lot of fun, and every week we give away the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. Someone will win tonight. If you had a pretty good week so far, thank you. Pay close attention. We'll look forward to talking to you very soon.
And I hear your questions out there. You guys give away a Big Green Egg Mini Max every week? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we do.
Yes. Now, we have a special new song. Pat and I were working on over the weekend.
Cool.
Thought we'd debut it right now.
Hey, you know what? Thank you guys for taking your weekend to do a little extra work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Because I know you enjoy being around each other.
We do.
We had a nice time. Yeah. It was fun.
Is that right? Did you bring a sandwich? Or?
Kids were there.
We brought some coffee. A couple of my girls came over.
Coffee?
Really?
Yeah, they were very upset they didn't get to sing on this song.
Oh, very upset.
Now, did you do it like Paul used to do Linda McCartney? You turned their mics on, but then you could edit it out afterwards?
No, they were
Keep singing Yoko.
They were doing art projects in the other room. But the point is, this is something new that's somewhat newsworthy.
That's right.
So let's give it a listen. And this is with all due respect.
Oh God.
With all due respect to Mr. Steve Martin. And here we go.
Charles was a young prince. He never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the ox for comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Prince Andrew had his orgy. He's wild, that brother Andy. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved for good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies and dressing up for ceremonies. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule cause he's got the family jewels. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. But all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. Couldn't wait to get his hands on.
Oh no.
Said he'd like to be her tampon. The royal palace has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long. We'll have to write another song. King Will.
King Will. Yeah. There you go. A little bit of a tribute to King Chuck.
Well, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And his desire to be a tampon. You'll recall that famous phone call.
Of course, we all remember that. Where?
How romantic. What a poet.
Yeah.
Kind of remember where you were when you heard that.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'd like to be a tampon inside of you. Thank you, Prince. Someday you'll be king.
I think everyone had the same response. He said, what?
Yeah. Not everybody's a poet, in spite of what they say. And the old phrase, there are no bad ideas. Yes, there are. And if you don't believe that, come to any one of our meetings. Once again, on a lighter note, and by the way, apologies to the great Steve Martin. And interestingly enough, did you ever see the original Saturday Night Live version of King Tut?
I didn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure I did. I just don't remember it.
He's dressed up
and it's
Egyptian garb.
It is as brilliant as brilliant can be. The moves, Steve Martin's amazing. But that was the most expensive piece they'd ever done at the time on that show.
Oh, the costumes and the sets. Yeah.
The whole band was dressed up.
Right.
And they had and what is that thing called? Is the thing that opens up?
Sarcophagus?
Is that a sarcophagus? I don't know. The
sax player.
The sax player comes out of the thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, so if you've never seen that, by all means. This obviously was a parody of the famous song King Tut from Mr. Steve Martin, but I would highly recommend that you Google that and watch it. It's amazing. I think it was, 77?
It was early.
And
it was one of the first.
It was a tribute to the touring King Tut exhibit.
Sure.
But King Chuck, we'll have a nice video of that on the show tonight. How do you watch that show, Ace? What do you find there?
We're on YouTube live right now.
We'll have a little video version of that available this evening on the Bob and Tom show. Sports teaser, please.
More NFL action. How I ruined someone's life again. We had a college football coach.
Did you have to write a check this time?
Fired. No check this time.
Okay, good.
Very funny.
And remember what I always say: if you're not true to your teeth, they'll be false to you.
Oh.
That's coming up.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. The first time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide and get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Coming up, comedian Greg Warren. He will have another edition of The Warren Report. GregWarrenComedy.com for more on him and his schedule. I can't tell you this weekend, Greg Warren will be at the Jukebox in Peoria, Illinois on Friday and Saturday night, so you can check him out there. Reno Collier later this month, Friday, September 30th. He'll be at the Fraternal Order of Eagles in Greensburg, Indiana with our own Josh Arnold. Check out that, josharnold.com, for tickets and information. It's Monday, September 12th. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Americans spent yesterday remembering the 9/11 attacks, vowing again to never forget the deadliest terrorist attacks on U.S. soil. Vice President Kamala Harris attended an event at the World Trade Center. President Joe Biden spoke at the Pentagon, and First Lady Jill Biden spoke at a third site, a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The attacks killed nearly 3,000 people and changed our national security policy forever. The first members of the public will have the chance to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II when the monarch's coffin lies at rest at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles III will begin today by speaking to lawmakers at Parliament in London. Before flying to Scotland, he will accompany the oak coffin on a solemn procession through the cobbled streets of the Scottish capital. Sunday, thousands lined streets and roadsides as the coffin was taken from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday on its way to Edinburgh. And it was quite a...
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Oh, is that where you go? Are we eligible?
You use Mr. Béchon. She won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific answer.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
As I continue to work, with these people and certain occasions will come up, like Shatner, of course, I've been doing for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's another level of our relationship where he's invited me to his home for Monday Night Football and that sort of thing. And I'm a huge, huge fan of his. You have to understand. So anything is surreal. But let me tell you,
Monday Night Football.
You haven't
Shatner.
You haven't lived till you've seen William Shatner staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
That's exactly right.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Even with your name on it, you don't get to read it.
It's a mess. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
The upside sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie still on the disabled list, still under the weather, still has the COVID. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Boy, this first cup of Monday morning coffee, good stuff.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you select?
The Veranda blend.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Nice choice.
Veranda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've said this a bunch of times. Who invented the shower? Whoever that guy is. Is this like
Genius.
Arnold Moan or something? Or
Moen? Mr. Moen?
or Stephen Kohler or somebody like that, right?
Oh, the shower.
The caveman.
You're overthinking it. It was Reginald Shower.
Oh.
Let's not sit in our own filth.
A caveman standing under a
but there's
waterfall.
Oh, that must have been incredible.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good bath. What are you talking
No, you
about?
scrub your ass and all that
I've
ass
had
matter
two this
floating around,
week.
swallowing it.
Lay there with all the bubbles.
Break your neck
Dingleberries.
trying
You
to
might be
get
bathing wrong.
Swallowing it. And a nice jetted tub.
Don't you scrub your butt crack with that Lufthansa
no,
thing?
I
What's that
don't.
called?
Yeah, you got it. Lufthansa.
You taking a bath?
That's an airline.
That's an airline. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
You taking a bath? You ever rub your penis on the bottom of the tub?
I don't take baths.
Yeah.
Oh, so you take baths belly down?
Oh yeah. like a big dolphin.
That's how they're going to find him. You know, candle burned down to the end. Dogs barking.
Harry Styles video. Oh yeah.
Chick, face down, ass up in a bathtub of cold water now. So sorry.
Harry Styles spitting on Chris Pine on a loop.
He didn't really spit on
No,
him.
I know.
It looked like he did.
Somebody
I know
write
it.
down face down, ass up. I want that as my biography. I think that
Okay.
A chapter.
face down. No, the whole.
There's a series of videos.
There is.
Yeah, they're not bad, if I remember correctly.
Ever say about that cop friend of mine that they found the body and it was poached?
In a hot tub?
Oh yeah.
Kind of a long, unfortunate story.
We're made of meat.
Yeah.
Hey, dear blowhards.
Hi.
And Christy. How
Hello.
Chick ruined my life.
Uh-oh.
I do enjoy hearing about how Tom has ruined lives. But it wasn't Tom this time, rather the Chick McGee. That's right. Thanks to Chick, I cannot watch the New York Giants anymore without saying, Quan Barkley. Every damn time the announcers mention Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
So thanks for ruining that for me, Chick. The Giants.
I did the exact same thing yesterday.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. It's America's new game.
Yeah.
Giants win in Tennessee 21-20 yesterday. And Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley.
18 carries, 164 yards. They're saying Barkley's back. You ever watch The Big Valley with Barbara Stanwyck and Lee Major?
Never have.
I did watch that a
No, I
little
hated
bit.
it.
They're the
You hated it?
Oh, God.
they're the Barkleys on there. The last name is Audra Barkley.
Yes.
The blonde, I think, the little blonde.
Barkley was the
blonde.
dog on Sesame Street as well.
Is
that
that right?
big fluffy dog. That
I love the big
There must have
fluffy
been a man in there.
How
did he do it?
I think two men.
Maybe.
You think two men?
Man, that thing was-
Two very close men, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we've gone from Saquon Barkley to
Sesame Street.
Virginian. What was it again?
No.
The Big Valley?
Big Valley.
Valley. With
Come
Barbara
on.
Stanwyck. Have you ever seen a Barbara Stanwyck movie that you didn't like?
She's
never
good.
have.
You've never seen Barbara Stanwyck's Big Valley?
No. Is that a porno?
What movie was she in with Fred McMurray?
The insurance agent.
Yeah.
Double Indemnity.
Double
Yeah, that
Indemnity.
one.
That's
Yeah.
Good movie.
That is a good one.
amazing.
The Big Valley was one of those. You know, the way we weren't things. Crappy Western.
What makes
Not enough
you
people
happy?
passing away from consumption.
Gosh.
I hate those Westerns. It's always the guy who rolls off into the sunset. He's got it in the back of his horse. He's got a small blanket, and the next thing you know, he's drinking coffee.
They had coffee. They had their own little tin cups.
Sure, yeah.
Cookie was in charge of coffee, and then the mess.
You get a
wagon.
little water there.
Brown food.
Maybe
know
it's
who
horse
Audra
piss. You don't
Barkley
know. You
was?
boil it.
Linda Evans was Audra Barkley.
That's right.
Yes.
She was.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman?
Linda Evans.
No, Linda Evans was on Dynasty.
Oh.
The blonde.
Blonde, yeah.
Who was
That's
Wonder
exactly
Woman?
right.
Linda Carter.
Linda Carter. Yeah.
Linda Carter.
What other Lindas do you like, Tom?
Lovelace. Let's just get right to it. Actually, I couldn't.
Linda Blair. She was a fine actor.
Yeah,
She was a
Sure.
fine actor.
She's a
Linda Blair
wonderful
was
lady.
fine.
She's been in here a couple times.
Yeah, Linda Lovelace. Not.
Not your cup of tea.
I'd need a toothbrush and duct tape to get a rectum.
You remember the plot of Deep Throat?
Thank you, Ace.
Remember, it opens up with she's being examined by
Yeah.
Harry Reams, the doctor.
And my goodness, if you don't have something in your throat that doesn't normally belong there.
Way back in the
Subtle.
base of your throat.
Sort of the sci-fi thing.
I bet that was written by a man.
Yes, I think you're right.
And there's a part in that movie where you think, well, this is the first special effect. Right here. She has to be a sword swallower or something. It's
Just
unbelievable.
unpleasant in every way. Why that
Amazing.
became a cultural. What's the word? It became such a big thing, and of course,
was a-
the whole Watergate thing got named after that.
Deep Throat, man.
Okay, no, thank you.
It was the first.
Didn't that become, that was the thing to do in New York City, right?
Not just
the
New
rich
York,
and-
everywhere.
Rich
Yeah,
and
it was-
powerful would
Deep
go.
Throat it sort of predated the Friday night
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It was kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And
Everybody went.
Legit theaters would show it at 11 or 12 at midnight, and it was behind the green door.
Cult classic.
Wouldn't Carson go?
Deep
and like
Throat.
They would other people.
I was saying Andy Warhol went.
Everybody talked about it. It was a big thing. And then, of course, at the Watergate thing, they ended up naming the source Deep Throat.
Did any of you guys go?
I saw it at the drive-in.
Oh, did you go with the boy?
No.
Who convinced you to go?
No.
I went with my best friend and her husband.
Did you see it or hear it?
No, I saw it. I was in the back seat.
Ever been driving
by
down
myself.
driving down the interstate, and you look over? This doesn't happen anymore, I don't think. But
yeah.
I can remember driving the interstate, looking over and going, "Oh my God, they're showing a porn."
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one
quite visible, and I did see one time flying into Tampa, I believe it was, from the air.
Really?
The plane's coming down, you're going over some drive-in, and there's this just graphic pornographic.
This particular theater was way out in the middle of nowhere.
I used to live in Fairborn, Ohio, home of Steve Tatone Buick, and they had a drive-in called the Skyborn. And you could play, and they started to save it. I guess they started playing adult movies.
Wow!
And you could plainly see it from the highway. It was it was amazing.
Not appropriate.
No.
Well, sometimes it's appropriate. Let's say.
So would guys drive in there by themselves?
Sure.
Boy,
you're in the comfort of your own car.
That's the norm.
Hey, what I do in my car is between me and my Constitution. Am I right on this?
Sure.
So then would they stay for the whole movie? Or
No. We get sleepy. I mean, they get sleepy. You grab some popcorn, a little recycle time.
Can I get a large pop? Oh, you're out of napkins again.
Yeah, right back at it. Hey, in the Baker Bowl yesterday, of course, I'm talking about the Carolina Panthers hosting the Cleveland Browns. Baker's new team, Carolina, playing their old team, the Cleveland Browns. That's right. Baker Mayfield was your quarterback, and he loses. The Browns win yesterday by a score of 26-24. Baker had not that great a game, really. Jacoby Brissett, though. Amazing. He really did well.
By all accounts, by the way, he's a great guy.
Baker Mayfield or Jacoby? Jacoby's a really good guy.
Really nice guy.
Here is the how it sounded on Browns radio. Jim Donovan. He's very excited about Cleveland.
Step back. He's into it. Line drive. End of round. The kick is up, and it is. And it is good. 10-yard at the field goal. The 58-yard zone.
What's
with 8 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Whoa.
Were they playing? Are those explosions in the?
I don't know.
Like music. That may have been a highlight. They were highlighting what had happened earlier.
Did they added that awful music?
You know what I mean? Like, hey, like you're listening to, and then
that might have been the live play-by-play.
I like
it was live. I don't know what that meant.
I like the fact that the guy's a homer. I do enjoy that.
Yeah,
that's always fun. Yeah,
when the guy. Don't you like to listen to your Washington Football Club on the radio with the home announcers?
That used to be definitely the case when Sam Huff and Sonny Jurgensen used to do the. Not anymore.
Oh, I hear Sam left.
I don't.
Now, how do you leave?
In a huff. Sorry.
Sam Huff.
Why is he so angry?
He liked the name Redskins. Sam Huff.
Number 70.
Wrong button.
Chick, did you use your new NFL app yesterday at all?
No. God, no. I'm watching the TV. No.
Did you, Ace?
No.
Oh. No. I don't know who does. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you're excited.
A lot of folks.
You were excited to download it. I remember that.
Well, yeah, because it had NFL on it. And then when I look at my phone, I see the NFL Shield.
Hey, he wasn't sitting in an airport.
That's exactly. If I was at an airport, I'd probably.
Sure.
What a great question, as always, Ace.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Oh, perfect.
Rewarding him for that.
Lots of requests for that.
You're welcome, Chick.
Thank you. And more information about showers. Not golden showers, but who invented the shower?
All right.
You're going to read ahead and let us know.
Was it Mr. Speakman?
You know what? As soon as I'm going to... well, don't you read anything ahead.
Coming up.
Hey, you're reading that. I see you.
We have a nice letter about Greg Warren coming up. Greg is going to be our guest coming up in about an hour.
Is he?
And Greg is recording his new project.
Wonder where paper clips come from?
In Lexington, Kentucky on October 1st.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and
get it out of the way. First of the month.
Josh will be there. Right now, I want to remind you with the sun setting on summer. HelloFresh wants to help you savor every last bite of summertime. What's HelloFresh? Well, it's farm fresh ingredients, of course. They put it in a box, delivered to your door, and you've got more than 55 items every week to choose from as you put together some great meals. They do the shopping, they do the measuring, they hand you the recipe cards, and voila, it's time to cook. And HelloFresh has every different kind of food. So if you're into, say, say you're a vegetarian, they got it. Want some delicious family-friendly food? Oh, yes, they've got that too. And it's easy to switch it up, by the way. You can change the protein around, swap the sides. They're going to make it easy for you. And by the way, they provide great cards that have the recipes right there on them. So even if you don't know the difference between watercress and a cucumber,
there's a picture.
There's a picture.
That's right.
And believe me, I like that. Get started today at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Why the code BTShow16? That's 16 free meals across 7 boxes. By the way, some of them they refer to as the quick and easy meals. You throw them together quick. We're talking restaurant quality meals. By the way, great for date night, Josh. Bring that sweetie over and go, would you like a little bit of Chateau de
Arnell?
Joshio?
That's HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. Once again, the code is BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, comedian Greg Warren, comedian Reno Collier, plus an update on some of the stuff involving loose tigers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget the Bourbon and Beyond at Highland Festival Grounds at the Kentucky Expo Center coming up this Thursday through Sunday. And the Bob and Tom Show will be live from 4th Street Live in Louisville this Friday. Our special guests, Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. That's right, some live rock and roll. Donnie Baker and his band live in the streets of Louisville this Friday. Again, the Bourbon and Beyond Festival that we're celebrating includes Pearl Jam, the Doobie Brothers, Greta Van Fleet, Kings of Leon, Mike Campbell, and the Dirty Knobs. Mike Campbell, of course, from the Tom Petty Band. Crowded House, 56 other bands and artists. It's going to be a great time, and we'll be live at 4th Street Live in Louisville coming up this Friday morning. Hope to see you there. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Casper Ruud 6-4, 2-6, 7-6, 6-3 in the U.S. Open final to earn his first Grand Slam title at the age of 19. NFL last night, Tom Brady and Mike Evans connect on a punctuating touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 127 yards. Tampa Bay dominated the Cowboys in Arlington, winning 19-3. Dak Prescott broke his right thumb, and he's going to have surgery. Will be out an extended period of time. Other winners yesterday in the National Football League. In overtime, Indianapolis ties with Houston. Pittsburgh wins in overtime in Cincinnati. Baltimore, Chicago, Cleveland, Miami, New Orleans, Philly, Washington, Kansas City, the Chargers, Minnesota, and the Giants all win. WNBA Finals playoff action. Vegas beat Connecticut 67-64. In college football, University of Nebraska has fired head football coach Scott Frost after a 1-2 start to the season. And Major League Baseball winners, Interleague, Seattle beat Atlanta 8-7. American League winners, Boston, Kansas City, the Yankees, Cleveland, Houston, Texas, and Oakland. And in the National League, Pujols hits his 697th. Cardinals beat Pittsburgh 4-3. Also winning the Phillies, the Mets, Milwaukee, Arizona, the Dodgers, and San Francisco. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach, so I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me. Especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. Mm-hmm. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. Look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, "Up, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man." It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, "Hit him with your flute, Greg."
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
It's Pepe Lescrote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Comment allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Fine, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry. When they were spanked,
They wouldn't.
no.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right. Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jeff Jenna is our guest.
I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck.
But it's strange living back in America, I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet.
Well.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. And
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Lord, I'm down.
What's wrong with you?
He's got the blues so bad.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah?
Do you ever get the blues in the morning?
I do. I wake up, I get them big.
What do you say?
Remember the day?
I woke up this morning.
Went back
And you
to
got
bed.
the blues? Is
Went,
that
back,
it?
went right back to bed.
That's the Lazyland blues. That's the way that goes.
Remember that dance called
You didn't ask for that.
No, he did.
The Stroll?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the Soul Train would do kind of a version.
This is a great stroll song.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair. Did I say hello, Pat Godwin?
That's okay.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, of course, it's the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Certainly looking forward to that. In fact, I feel it. I feel it coming very, very soon. I can even see Ace loosening up his arms in case
We get called in.
In case you should hear that sound like this.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What do you call 100 little sheep rolling down a hill?
Wait a second. All right. And this time do it in English. What do you call 100 little sheep?
Yeah, rolling down a hill.
What?
A landslide.
Sheepy Nicks.
I applaud your effort.
He got landslide right. That's the one you don't want to stumble over.
I would stay away from tongue twisters if I was you. That's me.
Okay.
That's a fun one.
I like that very much. A landslide.
It's a landslide.
Didn't Stevie Nicks write that song?
Sure did. Landslide gave me down.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
Well, be better. I'd rather be doing tongue twisters than what I've been putting up with. I had my Uncle Sonny bathing at my place for last week while his house gets fumigated for mud dogs.
I hate having house guests. I know what you're talking about.
Well, now, he's all about me buying a stupid water softener for him.
Oh, yeah?
Said it'd make my shampoo lather up twice as much.
It's true.
But the fact remains, I don't even use shampoo regular.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
I mean, who am I? Leonardo Capri pants? I'll just use a bar of that neon green lava soap.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, it has pumice, You know where pumice comes from, Tom?
I think it's pumice. I think it comes from, doesn't it come from volcanoes?
I think so. Ash.
Yeah, volcano rocks.
So I ain't sure how a water softener would make washing my hair with pulverized rocks any better. I mean, you've seen my hair. My hair's epic.
Yeah.
Man, I get mistaken for Kid Rock and that Dick from Puddles of Mud all the time. I swear to God, I can't even go into a food court without somebody stopping me. So anyways, my Uncle Sonny says a water softener also make my glasses and plates look better because he noticed my dishes got stains on them.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, so do my sheets, but that ain't from hard water. That's when neighbor Gladys, the human sprinkler, spent the night.
Oh, boy.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
You know, they claim they ain't swingers, but hell, he's loaned her out more than their air compressor. So her little visit doubled up my laundry. I only go to laundromat like twice a month, and I usually go there to pick up chicks.
Really?
Yeah.
And there's something about a good spin cycle to get chicks all horny. I always say, hey, baby, don't sit on a washing machine. As long as I got a face, you got squatter's rights. I swear to God. So anyways, at home, I wash all my socks and underwear in the kitchen sink. And guess what I use to wash them?
What?
Lava soap?
Yep. Let me tell you, that Pumice really gets the skid marks worked out. Because all my underwear is basically pinstriped. And when I'm done washing them with lava, you can't even tell I was in an all-you-can-eat chili eating contest the night before.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, my boxers are so clean, you could eat your chili right out of them.
Okay, no thanks. That's enough. Hey, is the phone working? I got him. Squatter's rights.
Ugh.
I used to love the laundromat.
Me too. Remember my story about the laundromat? We would not go on.
You know, you can still go to the laundromat.
I do.
When was the last time you stepped
he
foot?
does
Take blankets or something.
Giant dog bed or something.
Dog beds.
Yeah.
I know you've
My
say that.
dog beds won't fit in my washing machine.
Okay. I believe that, but so when was the last time you were there?
You know, you're really not supposed to. Are you supposed to wash the filling in the dog bed or just the cover?
Right, I would think just the cover.
No, the cover. You've got the same kind. I have those. What are they? Orifice or something? And they're the size of a flying saucer.
Yeah, but you take them off. You take them off of the inside.
Yeah, you take the inside thing out. They zip off, and then
Right.
you throw them in the.
But it doesn't fit in your washer.
No,
fit in
they're
the washer.
huge.
The cover fits in my washer. I think you're
you
looking
like
for
getting out
a
of-
way to make it
Yeah.
complicated.
A king-size comforter fits in my washer.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have an agitator?
Yeah, I went to college with him. And,
Oh, boy, yeah,
that
that's a
guy.
bummer,
I'll tell you what, he's never happy. He's always making signs. And,
These agitator are less like washers are awesome, right?
I have an agitator.
Oh, yeah.
I like the new ones where you have the agitator. You can take them out if you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, mine's even better. It
yeah,
has
my agitator's always bitching no matter who's president.
yeah, isn't that? I know. Just always having to get under
Do
people's
you have an
skin.
agitatorless washing machine?
Yes.
I don't think
get
it's
it.
clean as well.
Do you have a front loader or a top loader?
Top, of course.
Very personal.
Gotta go top.
Yeah.
Nope. That's
Nope. Front loaders suck.
They do.
I hated mine. Couldn't wait to get rid of it.
You have to clean them all the time.
Yeah, that thing gets all
Yeah,
icky.
it's like if you're uncircumcised, you got to get down there and scrape the cheese out. That's what I've heard.
That's right.
it's
That old
so
laundry
gross.
shred.
Yeah, those front loaders that seal
Yes.
gets all gunky.
So
Sure
awful.
does.
I'm sorry, we're talking washing
You
machine.
don't like the front loader? You like the
No,
top loader?
I went back to a
I
top.
wish my dryer were a top loader.
Huh.
I
the
did
best
too,
thing
but
about the
it's
front
not.
loader, you can look at your laundry.
The only problem.
Spinning around there going, hi, boys.
The only problem.
This is extra hot, and I put bleach in you.
The
You're going to
only-
be so clean.
The top loader is so deep, I have to have a stool to get down to get all the stuff out of the bottom.
Of course you
That's
do.
adorable.
My arms aren't long enough.
In any event, I do like the laundromat. It's always fun.
Always fun.
No, it's not.
And I like those carts they have. They're like shopping carts, kind of, but they're a little higher, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
throw your stuff in there.
That was my favorite thing when I was a kid.
And then what's your philosophy on if you get there and it's pretty,
Right.
it's crowded, and then a washing machine stops? Do you take their stuff out and put it on a cart and then put your stuff in?
Well, yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Yep. Washing
okay?
machine, fair game. If it's in a dryer, not fair game. I think you have to leave their stuff in the dryer
Really?
because it gets wrinkled when you just put it in.
Now, how many panties do you have to fold before you keep one?
Oh, I don't go by number per se. It's more scent.
We would not take a vacation. We would go to a different city and do our laundry instead of vacation.
I know you were an only child, but did you ever do the kart races with friends at the laundromat?
I didn't do the kart races.
Yeah, we did that. We had a laundromat at the trailer park.
Was I talking? And then
I was blessed enough to have a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would ride bikes with
Is
my
that
friends.
right?
Yeah, we had
We
bikes.
didn't have to go to the local laundromat and race around.
No, not the local laundromat. Out of town laundromat.
Well, yes, I know you guys.
So you're saying that when your folks would go on vacation, they would just go to another place, use the laundromat, and then would they drive all the way home, or would you stay overnight at a hotel?
No, we drive all the way home. My mother couldn't sleep on any other bed. You know, she bipolar at least is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we went to Kenton, Ohio, Kenton.
Sure.
But I thought that's where the NFL Hall of Fame was.
Yeah, no.
Canton?
Of course, it's in Canton, Tom.
Boy, that's like going to Orlando, Florida. Man,
I was very confused.
So sorry. Back to the sports page with Chick McGee. Don't forget to enter next week's Pigskin Pick'em competition, sponsored by Big Green Egg. You could win the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. We'll probably know who our first winner is probably by tomorrow morning, because in the first week, that last game is tonight's Monday Nighter.
They got to crank up the computer before.
Now, are you going to pick tonight's Monday Nighter? What was your shoe-in? Where were you? 3-1?
4-2.
4-2.
Ty Cobb's dentures, which I can only imagine the racial epithets that fell over those dentures.
You put those in, you start
much of that's been
wildly cursing.
Debunked by historians, but that's all right.
So his dentures sold at auction going for more than $11,000. Yep, a set of dentures once belonged to Tigers legend Ty Cobb. The upper and lower dentures sold for a final price of $18,840.
There's an extra $1,000 because there was some dip still in them.
That's so gross. Who would want those?
The listing description from SPC Auctions explains that the personally used dentures also include Cobb's original plaster denture holder and brass opening device. What do you think of that?
What's that about? The brass opening device?
Is it for opening his mouth?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't either.
Does it hold it open while he crams them in?
Well, when you put your polygrip in, they had polygrip. Ty Cobb wore them, right?
Oh, sure. He was one of the first spokespeople for it.
Yeah.
So poor Ty Cobb, he'd go to the ballpark, but he couldn't enjoy peanuts or Cracker Jack, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Or corn on the cob.
Ironic, really, if you think about it.
Oh, corn on the cob. Got it.
All right, Christy gets it.
Everybody, Christy got it.
Last name Cobb, you see. Yeah. Did you ever refer to a loogie as a cob?
No. I don't even like the word loogie.
I don't either.
It grosses
That's
me
so
out.
awful.
Yeah,
How about Hank?
That must be a regional
that's
thing.
gross to me.
No, I mean,
that's why when I first heard of Cobb salad, I thought, oh, that's so disgusting.
Ugh.
I like a nice Cobb salad.
No, I know, but I mean, where I grew up, a cob would be like a
loogie.
A hawker?
Yeah, hawker.
Really?
Yeah.
Sickening.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, yes, I'm sure. I'm just
Goober. We always heard Goober growing up.
We had Hawker.
And that made me so, like the candy. I was like, why would they name it that?
Yeah. Hawkers, that's what I heard.
Well, there's now a candy called boogers.
Ugh.
There is?
Yes. There is a candy called boogers.
Well, booger used to kind of be a term of endearment.
What is that?
Get over here, my sweet little
And then I'll
booger.
tell you what didn't go over was Kellogg's Dingleberries breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Limited
Cocoa
run.
Puffs-esque, were they?
You know what else didn't go over was Shart ice cream topping.
Why did that go over?
I don't know. It just didn't.
You know what the problem was? You would squeeze the bottle and way more would come out than you expected.
Yeah. Always catch you by surprise.
Yeah.
Chocolate
It was
Shart.
chocolate, yeah.
Hawkers was a thing. Here we have a little tribute.
When you got,
Do you enjoy the taste of yogurt, but you're tired of paying those high prices? Then try the new product that everyone's talking about. It's not really yogurt, but you can't tell the difference. We call it Hawkers. Hawkers, the imitation yogurt. And it's so inexpensive, you won't have to pay through the nose.
Try some Hawkers, and you'll say that really hits the spot. Eat some Hawkers every day. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not.
Honey, I got you a snack.
What is it?
I'm not telling.
Come on, spit it out.
Here, just try it.
Is it custard?
No, it's not.
Is it pudding?
No, it's not.
Well, what is it?
It's Hawkers.
Hawkers?
Hawkers? Yeah, Hawkers, the imitation yogurt in the green cup.
Hawkers, try a cup. It really hits the spot. Just $1, cough it up. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not.
Hi, I'm Hal Hawker, head honcho at Hawker headquarters here in Hilton Head. For 100 years, my family's been making Hawkers. Look for Hawkers in the green cup with the picture of Peggy Fleming. With a name like Hawkers, it's gotta be green. Like we say, hip hip hooray for Hawkers.
That's Hawkers. And for a tasty new treat, try frozen Hawkers. Available everywhere this winter. And coming soon, it's Boogers Imitation Raisins. Boogers, we're the one to pick. Hawkers, a division of Frigamall Industries, Louisville, Kentucky.
Thank you very much. Coming up, speaking of the Commonwealth of Kentucky,
I'm not happy about that.
the Bob and Tom Show will be in Kentucky
We're happy
live.
about that.
Louisville coming up this Friday for
Can
a
you
special
just
live broadcast.
say Kentucky?
What?
Can you just say?
You don't have to say the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
It's okay. Sorry.
I like it. I like when you do that.
Sorry to educate you. Bask in your ignorance over there.
We're not ignorant. It's just
I think it's
a
cool.
waste of words.
Yes.
No, it's cool. The Commonwealth of
Wasted Words, great song by the Allman Brothers. Fire that one up for you.
That's an oxymoron.
Is it an instrumental?
What's wrong with you?
Wouldn't that be ironic?
Did they just
In memory of Elizabeth Reed is an
didn't
instrumental.
they just play it at practice and hell, let's record that and put it out?
You ignorant.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
What else is happening in sports, please?
Huh? Oh, more from me?
Stupid world record.
I can't get enough.
A man in the UK is hoping to break the world record for the the longest team trampolining.
Oh, yeah?
It's time to trampoline, people.
Well, this could go on indefinitely, couldn't it?
According to Coventry Live.
Depending on how big the team is.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Benson and his friends.
You want me to get that?
Will try to. Oh, Robert Guillaume. Robert.
That was a very offensive Benson. I did.
Michael Benson and his friends will try to jump on trampolines at the Red Kangaroo Trampoline Park.
Oh.
For a total of 27 hours. Their attempt is raising money and awareness for the National Autistic Society.
That doesn't sound like that far. I mean, that long. If you have a team of people, you should be
Would
able
you
to.
all to be doing it at the same time?
Christy has a problem with it.
No, I thought.
Oh.
We all do it at the same time?
A lot of people
I
being
thought
flung
it was,
off the trampoline.
I thought it was just.
I just thought one person has to keep going.
Yeah, and then another person gets on, and the other
then
one.
that'd be raising money for spinal and brain issues as they get fatigued and fall off.
Yes.
Wow.
I love. How do you guys like those trampolines that are in ground now?
Love them.
How about that?
Love them.
I would have gone crazy as a kid.
Love those trampoline parks.
I go to that Sky place all the time.
Yeah, Sky Zone. Sky.
Zone. You ever been there, John?
Wait, the place in the airport where, like, if you're first class, you get to go in?
No. The place that has the in-ground trampolines. You go they're all over the place. They're great.
And they have like on the walls too.
Yeah, I've been there.
And they got like Tarzan swings and stuff.
I walk in and these alarms go off. And this is what we train for, people. All right. Keep your eye on the springs. It's not
You can
cool.
dunk basketballs. You can play dodgeball in them. Oh, it's so.
It's amazing how, and I am out of shape, but how tired you get.
Yeah.
Pat, you take your son a lot. Have you gotten
all
on
the
there?
time? Yeah, no, I haven't. Not with the back stuff. I think I did once a couple years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Boy, you're hanging onto that back thing, aren't you?
Well, you know, you had surgery, 7 pieces of hardware back there. You kind of have to keep on.
Yeah, don't worry. We've already got the cake coming for the anniversary date of your surgery.
December 1st.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
2021.
Okay.
Big day for me.
Is that sports?
Yeah, that's sports.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy!
This kind of borders on sports. Officials in Canada canceled the annual Nova Scotia Pumpkin Regatta.
I always loved this.
Due to a lack of water. According to the CBC,
You know, that's a problem with many regattas. You want to make sure there's plenty of water.
No.
the man-made Lake Pisquid,
How do you spell it?
Pisquid,
Sounds like the boat in Moby Dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pisciquid?
The Pisciquid. What's that, the Pequod or something?
Pequod, yeah.
Pisciquid had been empty for more than a year. The lake usually sees participants race in giant hollowed-out pumpkins. Without the lake, though, organizers of the Windsor West Hants Pumpkin Festival have been forced to cancel. The lake went dry when the tidal gates were opened to improve fish passage to and from the region.
I see.
Well, didn't they see this coming?
How'd they not plan for this?
Couldn't they put a hose in it?
Couldn't they find another lake? They're in Canada, for God's sake. There are lakes every 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nova Scotia.
You gotta.
No more can we go to pumpkin regatta. No more. No more. No more can we go to pumpkin regatta. No more.
Really?
No, that's right. I'll do it a third time.
Oh.
No more arigato pumpkin regatta.
No more can we go to.
Okay, sir. I love that song. I know that's not cool, but
Oh, the Styx tune?
people
Mr. Roboto?
Worst.
Loved it as a kid.
No, I
we
love
went
that.
crazy.
The guys in the band don't even like
Well,
it.
that's too bad. I went to see that tour
Tom and
live.
I went to, yeah.
I loved that show. I know no one else did, but sorry. I thought it was cool.
Is that a big production, that song?
Oh, the whole thing was
The
a
whole
production.
show, they had a giant projector on
huge
stage and
set.
this whole thing. What was
Yeah.
it, Dr. Righteous? They had this whole storyline.
Yeah.
Right.
It was fun. And didn't Mr. Roboto show up in some movie recently?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
They're trying to bomb? Which one was it?
Speaking of rock and rollers, we have Tommy Lee coming up in the news. He's got some interesting things on the docket.
Have you seen the video?
I have seen the video. I've seen more of Tommy Lee lately than I care to admit.
You get to see his ass cheeks.
I know.
We'll find out about Tommy Lee's ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Well, there's something written on them.
Yes.
Oh, it's not mayhem?
yes.
No, it's not mayhem.
Mayhem's on the front.
Okay, we'll find out what that
How
is
old is
when
this
we
cat?
come back.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, say it to my face. And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Pretty God. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't!"
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Greg Warren, Reno Collier, and you on a Monday. Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. And you can see the Bob and Tom Show right there on our YouTube channel. Anytime, even right now. Check it out. Go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show. For those of you that want to continue to listen to the Bob and Tom Show, keep it here all morning long. We'll keep it coming into your ears. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. The subject of a new music-based biopic is Weird Al Yankovic. And like the music-based parodies he's known for, this film is meant to be funny. Yankovic says it features facts about his life, not all of them necessarily true. Daniel Radcliffe plays the lead in Weird, the Al Yankovic story, which made its debut Friday at the Toronto International Film Festival. Emmy Awards host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. Among the best drama contenders at tonight's ceremony, The Squid Game, Secession, and Ted Lasso. But after several pandemic-affected awards seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. You can check it out starting at 8 o'clock Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. And country music singer John Michael Montgomery suffered cuts and broken ribs in a serious accident involving his tour bus. Montgomery writes on social media the bus was on its way to a concert in North Carolina Friday. Everyone on the bus is recovering from injuries, but he does not give details on what happened. Montgomery says he will take time off for a couple of weeks to heal up. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show. Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin, honey. The cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin, honey, from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin, honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Friday morning.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Right.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chicky Chicky Bang Bang. That's your new nickname.
I like that. Chicky Chicky Bang Bang. There's Ace Cosby.
Secret. I've got a secret.
Oh.
Well,
Going
let's
back to Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Rado, you put that in my head, so.
Oh, that's right.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Non sequitur.
No, he's referencing.
My name is Ace.
He's referencing Mr. Roboto because.
We were talking about it earlier.
Because everyone hates it?
No, I like that.
They brought it back to the show now.
They're doing Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
90% of people hate it, I bet. Well, could be higher.
That's because Dennis DeYoung loved that stuff.
I don't think
that Tommy Shaw's not in the band now, so he can do that. He can do whatever he wants.
Tommy Shaw is in the band.
He went back?
Yeah, Dennis isn't.
Dennis is.
Yeah, Dennis is in the band.
I don't
You're
think
right.
that's Dennis's hair.
You don't?
I think he bought that. I mean, he owns it technically, but I don't think it came out of his head.
Tony Bennett gave it to him.
Oh, yeah?
Tony Dwarf.
Yeah, let's pick on Tony
I
Bennett.
left my rug.
Who doesn't know what day it is. Yeah. Good one, Tom.
Let's leave Tony alone.
Oh, is he having some cognitive issues?
Yes.
Just saying his famous wig. He made Mo Howard look bald.
I've been doing a lot of research on that.
You think of getting a wig?
No, that area of being cognizant. And I guess one of the indicators is it's not you lose your car keys. It's you don't know what car keys do, I guess. And then you might have.
Thanks.
Chick, you would look good in a silver wig.
I might give that a shot. Hey, if I wear a wig, we've talked about that, and you wore
need a
wigs
wig day.
one morning, but they didn't. It seems like it just flashed right by me.
Remember how hot wigs get? They get incredibly warm right away.
How do you? Are you a theater guy? Is that how you know this?
I spent years as a wigman and
a wig master.
Mad Hatter.
You know the guy at the gym that the hair's real dry till it gets just about an inch above the ear, then it's soaking wet, and then the sweat comes down a dark Elvis black.
I haven't seen that guy.
Yeah, a friend of mine. I saw him one Friday, bald. Monday, full head of hair. He was getting married. His wife insisted that for the pictures, he start wearing hair.
Oh.
Does he still wear it?
No. He went back to being bald.
I know a guy who had adult braces. His wife insisted he get those removed for the wedding and then put back on 2 days later.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are they still together?
No.
Oh, yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say.
Wow.
That's rough.
That's a woman for you.
Why don't you just wait till the braces come off to get married?
I don't know.
Did she have braces on the honeymoon?
Did you ever catch any?
Brace yourself.
Did you ever catch any braces in pubic hair, Christy?
What? No.
You heard the question.
No. God, no.
I think you asked it backwards.
You get your braces caught in pubic hair. That means
Pubic
you're
hair
wearing braces.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I wore braces, but I never did that when I was wearing braces.
I remember when
I didn't even know what that was.
Remember when I started here, I had braces?
I do remember that.
My brother John goes,
Yeah.
don't kiss anybody else with braces or else they could get stuck together. It's like, if I'm kissing somebody else with braces, I've got bigger problems than that. Not hanging around the roller rink.
Hey, look, Prince Andrew. We're gonna move forward here. Christy Lee's at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Last time I looked.
Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee is in the news today.
Oh, thank goodness we're getting to this story. Yes.
He took an unorthodox yet on-brand approach in announcing his new OnlyFans account.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. According to Ultimate Classic Rock, the Motley Crue and Def Leppard show at Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium was winding down when Lee decided to address the crowd. After referencing the quote-unquote trouble he got into after posting a nude selfie on Instagram where he's sitting on the tub and this dangling, he dropped his pants, mooned fans, revealing the words OnlyFans scrawled on his butt cheeks.
Great big letters. It says only
fans.
Okay.
Always been about the music with these guys. Yeah.
Once the concert ended, Lee took to Instagram once again to share a photo of his backside. The post was captioned, "You heard it here tonight, www.onlyfans.com/Tommy Lee. Come join me over there for fun that Instagram won't let us have here." Because after he posted that nudie photo of him sitting on the side of the tub with his dangling, they pulled it from Instagram. It was only up for a short time. Lee's OnlyFans page, if you're interested, will cost you $39.95 a month.
Good God!
Or $101.87 for 3 months.
Huh, you save money if you do it 3 months.
Why would you do that? You can see it for free all over the internet.
So that's $400 a year.
Yeah.
Who the hell... The hottest porn stars on the planet aren't charging that much.
What do they charge?
Oh,
well, they vary.
I haven't seen Tommy Lee in a while. He's had some work done on his
he
old Fakier.
What? Oh, his
What?
face. His face.
His what?
His faccia.
Boy, I threw it.
Oh,
Latin. It's Latin for face.
You can understand where we might be a little confused.
That was a fa.
Yeah.
If I want to see a 60-year-old dude naked, I'll just go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
He showed his age a little bit when he put the 3 W's in front of the website.
Right?
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's why I read it that way. Thank you for picking it
And
up.
if you've seen the video, it's laced with the F word. And,
Of course it is.
and then he bends over. And
Oh, that's not a tattoo, though. It looks like somebody
Somebody wrote it on there.
Yeah, Sharpie.
Does he have a nice ass, Christy?
It's just a butt. I mean, I don't.
Would you smack it? Would you give it a smack?
Sure, why not?
You can sort of see some of the accoutrement as he bends over.
Oh, the back of the old...
in the video here. But
Underside of
will
his,
people pay? Who's going to pay for
Shark
this?
belly.
I'm sure there are Uber
yeah, exactly. Is this
fans
for-
that will. I don't know.
What? Boy, oh boy. Yeah, you'd have to be an Uber
And
fan.
he's famous for being extraordinarily gifted in the genitalia department.
Very ace-like.
Oh,
Ace Frehley. Ace-like.
I've never been more uncomfortable than in that Hulu series with Lily James. She plays Pam Anderson. I don't know who the guy is that's playing.
Have you seen the real video?
Sure.
No, I haven't.
The sex tape?
Yeah.
You haven't seen any of it?
No.
Oh.
But just knowing that it's a puppet penis still makes it a little.
I'm sorry, it's what now?
A puppet penis? I mean, it doesn't look like that on screen, but that you know it is in real life, and it talks to him, and it's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It talks to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
We talked about
Who does the voice?
Jason. No, it begins with an M.
No,
Is it a high voice? I mean,
that's
is
not
it?
right.
What?
Gilbert Godfrey
No, it's
recorded it
not.
before he died.
No, it's not.
Is it a high voice?
No, it's not a high voice.
What's
So is
the
that-
problem?
You know, I think we could probably get some of that audio. Maybe.
Did he ever say in real life?
He says in real life that he had this conversation with his penis the night he met Pam Anderson.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, if that isn't true love, I'll kiss your ass, huh?
Oh,
You can tell. You know what? That was the thing about the sex tape is you can tell they love each other.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about wanting to have kids and
they had known each other 2 days when they got married.
Oh, but how long had they known each other when that sex tape came? I mean,
I think they were on their honeymoon. They made.
it
not
sounds
very
like they're in
long.
love.
Yeah, they're at Lake Havasu, I think.
They're having a happy time.
He's stirring the boat with his pee-pee.
I didn't really enjoy the sex tape because I was like, oh, these are real people.
I thought that's what a lot of people like to watch. Real people having
So,
sex.
I'm just saying it was hard for me to finish the 5th time.
Josh, I'm not familiar with the OnlyFans. Do they have hardcore pornography with?
They do. Yeah.
So this will probably be, presumably, if you want to pay $40 a month, it'll be Tommy Lee. I assume a series of partners. Would that be?
It could be, yeah. I mean, he has to.
Could be anything he wants it to be.
Well, he's married.
Okay, so it could be he and his wife. Wow.
He's married, huh?
Tommy Lee is married now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, that'll stop him.
He's a catch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming up, we're going to revisit the Queen with our new song about King Chuck, and
There's
we have
still 3 men held for questioning, right? And the Queen's disappearance.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
We're going slow with the investigation.
You got to be sure.
We have 2 interesting Queen stories. One involves the famous Queen lookalike, who you've seen in various movies over the years, and the other involves the Queen's beehives at the palace.
Oh, really?
There's an official thing that they have to do. I'm not kidding.
For the bees?
Yeah, for the bees. We'll find out about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
No better time than now to treat yourself at bobandtomstore.com. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, collared work shirts, and the Bob and Tom Show hat. My mission, to get a Bob and Tom Show hat on the head of every trucker across our beautiful country. Oh, sure, probably won't happen, but we can start with you. Got a trucker in your life that you love and he loves or she loves the Bob and Tom Show? That's right. A Bob and Tom Show hat would be perfect. They listen to the show while they're driving. Why not show their support when they walk into the truck stop? Bob and Tom Show hats available at bobandtomstore.com. Adjustable size, fits any head. Our clothing size is small all the way up to 4XL, even 5XL. If we don't have what you want in your size, check back. We're constantly restocking at bobandtomstore.com. It's like a huge warehouse of Bob and Tom stuff at bobandtomstore.com. Check it out today, won't you? Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. The first members of the public will have the chance to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II when the monarch's coffin lies at rest at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles III will begin Monday by speaking to lawmakers at Parliament in London before flying to Scotland. He will accompany the oak coffin on a solemn procession through the cobbled streets of the Scottish capital, from the Royal Palace of Holyrood House to the cathedral. On Sunday, thousands of people lined streets and roadsides as the coffin was borne from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday, to Edinburgh. In other news, Emmy Award host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. That description doesn't apply to several of the top nominated shows. Among the best drama contenders at Monday night's ceremony, the volatilely dystopian Squid Game and Succession, about a powerful and cutthroat family. Even comedy nominee Ted Lasso, the defending champ, took a dark turn last season. But after several pandemic-affected award seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. The Emmys air at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and will be streaming on the Peacock Network. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Keanu Reeves turns 55 this month. His unusual first name, Keanu, is a Hawaiian word meaning cool breeze over the mountains. Oh. His last name, Reeves, is an American word meaning two dead supermen.
George and Kristen.
George and Kristen.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this. Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt. Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Laughing like a lunatic.
It's actually CAA.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hola.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's
I just said hola. I said
hello.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair. There's
I won't take part in
Ace Cosby. Oh, Ace Cosby doing an accent.
He was. Do it again.
Just said, hey.
That's right.
a Fonzie accent.
No, he did hey. I did hey.
Oh, I see.
Subtle
That's
distinction.
nuance.
Yeah.
That's the key there.
All about.
He loves correcting people so much.
See, he said, chick,
Even when it's not-
chick, just to clarify,
Yeah.
he said A, not A.
Okay.
Okay? You got
Gotcha.
that? Okay.
Willie Griswold's still on the disabled
Oh,
list.
I hope you're feeling better, Willie.
Got the COVID.
And here's
He got the vid.
Got the vid. Let's see now. The Chick McGee, the shoe-in of the week. So far on the week one, what is it, 4-1?
4-2.
4-2 against the spread. Now, you don't have to pick against the spread in the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. After tonight's game, that will conclude week one. We will have a winner.
And then what's next week?
Week 2.
The point
Yes.
is, someone's going to win. Someone's going to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max tonight. We'll probably find out who it is tomorrow, and that person will get to choose and pick with Mr. Chick McGee.
More like Wednesday.
Coming up later this week.
Maybe Thursday.
Well, we'll find out. The point is, they get to pick on the fabulous sports show. The Chick McGee shoe-in of the week coming up. So if you're a football fan, get cracking.
Wouldn't it be nice to have T-shirts? I was on the Chick McGee Sports Show. Remember, or I was on Bob and Tom Show or something like that. Wouldn't that be?
No, that is cool. Yeah,
Work that out. Come out of your salary, and we could.
Why don't you make them a poster?
Slate design fee.
Speaking of posters,
we're going to have some free posters. Aren't these cool?
I'm busy.
We're going to be in Louisville coming up Friday morning. Special edition in honor of Bourbon and Beyond. A live radio broadcast.
Is that right?
Come out, see us.
We'll be at 4th Street Live. Details coming up.
Why wouldn't you be there?
Looking forward to that, certainly.
Start the party early.
I double dog dare you.
Okay, now we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. But before we get to that, I thought, Pat, I don't know if you remember this. You had a tribute. I probably should have warned you about this. A tribute to Chick McGee. Is this a guitar thing? Yeah, and Chick McGee, the shoe-in of the week, you pick against the spread.
Yes.
And
now, I don't know if you're aware of this, Josh, but I pick against the spread.
Hey, yeah, it's
okay.
More skill it takes.
Yes. A lot of people say my voice is affected on the radio.
Oh, it's affecting me, all right.
I say not true.
The syrup of Ipecac, whatever the
Syrup of Ipecac.
Pat? I look forward to the day. The shoe-in of the week. Chick is the man and a Washington fan. He works for Bob and Tom on the radio. Don't you know? Oh, the secrets that he keeps. Those hot nights in Fort Wayne. Grapes in the middle of the night. Football on TV. A master at picking the games for you and me. Come on. against the spread. Chick is betting against the spread. He went 4-2 last week betting against the spread. He's going to pick a team tonight against the spread. Am I right?
You pick him Monday Night Football?
No! Against the spread. Come on.
Yep.
Against the spread.
Oh, no, don't call me chicken. Don't do that.
Pat, could I clarify one of the early lyrics in that?
Yeah, sure.
The word was grapes.
What'd I say?
I know it.
He said grapes.
What did you think I said?
Here we go.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's right.
What?
I want to hear the P in grape.
That's one of the
weekend
G.
of that.
Okay.
Yes, the G is the most important sound you can make in that one. Yeah. Those are some secrets you had in Fort Wayne.
Wow. That was an awful comment, isn't it?
Dean and I both agree. This was
No.
It was just the way the guitar kind of fell on the good.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
God, what's up?
Dean isn't nodding in agreement. He's nodding, saying to himself, well, this is our last day. All right. I knew
Yes,
it.
indeed.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't afford that.
You have to listen carefully. Here's something with the featuring Patty G. We worked on this over the weekend. It's a tribute to the whole royal family thing. And some of us kind of think it's fairly ridiculous, but hey, it's a big deal over there.
No matter how much having
How
a queen.
silly we think having a queen is.
Yes, we're going to pick our leader based on semen.
That's right.
And this is about the
She has
new
no power.
the new king. With all due respect to Mr. Steve Martin.
But Charles was a young prince. He never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. He's wild, that brother, Andy. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved for good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewels. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King, but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long. We'll have to write another song. King will.
There we go.
Very nice.
He wanted to be her tampon.
You know what? I got to say, he's better looking now than he's ever been.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not before, not just because he's the king. He's a good-looking older man.
All of a sudden, he's attractive
No,
to you.
no, no. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
I even thought that before he became king.
Right.
He looked better with age. Much better with age.
Okay.
That's one of the perks of being a man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You guys look great as you get older. and
We look
just
much
suffer.
better as we get older.
Some people
Do you like Charles?
rarely get to this age.
Oh, you guys look great.
Thank you, Christy.
You're welcome. Gosh. Throw compliments and...
No, they're very nice. Yeah, thank you.
That's once again a knockoff, of course, on the Steve Martin classic, King Tut.
Yes.
All apologies are sent out to Mr. Martin, of course, who's got a great new TV series.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun,
Murders
isn't
in
it?
the
It's
Building.
That's fun stuff.
Only
Boy, that's a good...
Oh, and one of your boyfriends will be in season 3.
Who's that?
Paul Rudd.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love him. He's cute.
I didn't know that. That'll be fun. Now, coming up in the news, Christy, I know we have a
we do have
comedian,
Queen.
Greg Warren, coming up in the news.
We have Queen news, a couple of Queen stories we need to talk about. We have hazing in the news today. It may not be as, what's the bond tying, as they say?
What?
No. You don't end up being good friends with the person who made you eat dog crap?
Maybe not.
Who would have guessed?
And speaking of universities, we have an owl attacking a professor.
And speaking of the Queen of England,
Protecting the safety of the Queen is a task that's gladly accepted by police squad. For no matter how silly the idea of having a queen might be to us, as Americans, we must be gracious and considerate hosts.
I forgot.
thank you very much.
Which one is that?
The first, Naked Gun.
Oh, God, that's so funny. Is that the one with OJ?
Yes.
Well, OJ's in all three.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's in the bed?
Nordberg? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think this is the one where Reggie Jackson tries to kill the Queen.
That's right. Must kill the Queen.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Right now, Josh, I got to tell you, Josh is going to be on the road real soon. And among other things, he's going to go see our friend Greg Warren, who's going to be recording his new album October 1st. Right?
On purpose?
On purpose.
He'll be doing some driving. That'll be where's he going to be? Lexington?
That's right.
At Comedy off Broadway.
Yeah.
We'll talk with Greg about that coming up. But when you're on the road doing your own thing, Josh, you like to save money on gasoline. How do you do it?
I do it with Upside. It's the incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. Some listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000. This app is terrific. Download it now. Use promo code Bob and Tom for 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill up. That is cash back, baby. Stop paying full price at the pump. Earn money by doing something you need to do anyway, getting gas. It's easy to use. It's real cash that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. You can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward, and it's available at businesses all over the U.S. I'm talking about 30,000 plus businesses, and that includes those big name brands and well-known gas stations you use and love, as well as some of your favorite local brands. Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. Check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy it, and you really are going to save money with it. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much. Coming up, it'll be comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Sides as the coffin was taken from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday on its way to Edinburgh. And it was quite a haul for authorities in New Mexico, who launched raids at 2 homes of suspected drug dealers. But there's one thing they didn't get their hands on that's kind of a cause for concern. Now, during the search, they found an alligator, large quantities of drugs, guns, and money, but They're also looking for a young tiger they suspect was being kept as a pet. They believe it's still somewhere in New Mexico, and they say it poses a clear danger to the public. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay,
go
great.
ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Are you a single guy?
I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. She was just as bad. Yeah. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hi, there's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hi there.
Hi, there's Ace Cosby.
Hello.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. Willie G under the weather. And we are now hooking up via satellite.
Yeah.
With there he is. It's Greg Warren. It's great to see you, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
With this week's Warren Report. And Greg got a really nice letter here. Got a really nice letter here.
Oh, yeah?
Dear Bob and Tom Show, I am going to my first live comedy show ever. I am going to see Greg Warren in Lexington, Kentucky on October 1st.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
After showing my zero sense of humor spouse where the field corn grows, she agreed to go.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
So she likes your stuff. Of course, where the field corn grows is the Greg Warren special.
I found that a lot of people with no sense of humor like Greg's act.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to be nice. We got some nice emails about you there, Greg. And
thanks, Tom.
Your live performances. So that's
I made the mistake of recommending your special to my neighbors, Greg. Yeah, because they have a couple kids, and and I said, "Oh, you've got to watch this." Well, as they were watching it, I was receiving texts quoting your jokes.
Yeah, I bet you enjoyed that, huh?
No, I didn't.
Hey, I can send you some of those texts if you want, man. I remember most of the jokes.
No, they loved it, man. They were so thrilled that they were able to watch it with their family as a family together. So
I got this one from Carl and Amy. Tonight, my wife and I had the incredible pleasure of seeing Greg Warren live on stage in Golden, Illinois.
Oh,
right.
It's Golden's. It's where the mustard comes from.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's always been one of my favorite comedians. He does not disappoint, all caps.
Well, there's no way he can.
And he's a nice guy, too. He stopped and talked to us.
You want the worst? You got the worst.
He stopped and talked to us for a good 15 minutes.
He was trying to push merch.
Thank you, Carl and Amy. This is, by the way, addressed to Smoking Hot Lady and Dick Wads. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
that would be us. Yeah.
Certainly appreciate it.
Are you going to talk about the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant? That he looks like he's in a cave?
There's no picture behind him.
Well, I'm in Montana right now, chick.
Oh, you're in Montana.
Oh, you're going to become a dental floss tycoon? That's exciting.
Are you on the Yellowstone Ranch or something?
No, I'm in a Hilton Garden Inn in Bozeman.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. What's
pretty early out here.
What's this? What's this week's topic there, buddy boy?
Chick, we're going to talk about baseball umpires and their history.
Cool.
Yeah. But before I get to that, I went to a baseball game. I went to a Cardinal game last week. A lot of fun. And you know those, like, they have those, like, really pretty girls that dance around on the dugout, and they blow whistles, and they shoot T-shirts into the crowd and get it. Yeah. That's got to be one of the shortest careers in sports right there.
A lot of turnover.
Yeah. Cindy, this is the hardest talk a manager has to have, but you got to face it. You're washed up. You're 22. There's no place for you.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, were you at the game in which John Daly threw out the first pitch?
Oh, cool. I was there.
He burned it from the mound right across the plate. That's what it looked like on the video.
I missed the first pitch.
Sorry, I asked.
But I did see them interviewing him, and they won that game in the bottom of ninth. It was a pretty awesome game.
Yeah, that's great.
John Daly looks kind of like Santa Claus in street clothes.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he really does.
Big white beard.
He looks like the Santa that would be at the Ron John surf shop.
Yeah.
He had flip-flops on.
Yes.
Sure.
What kind of toys you looking for, brother?
By the way, that reminds me, Greg Warren, am I correct in saying you're going to be at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend.
Friday and Saturday? That's amazing.
Yeah, a little final run through for the special in a couple weeks.
Cool.
Once again, Thursday, September 29th is your warm-up show. And then Friday the 30th, you're still warming up. But then Saturday, the 1st of October, that's it.
That's when the cameras roll, Tom.
How many shows are you going to record? 2 of them or 1?
2 shows, yeah. Nate Bargatze, who I know you guys know is going to be directing. He's there directing the special. And,
cool, man! I've got a script I'd like to show him.
No, Josh, not that day. No, Josh, come on, man.
It's just a 22-minute 3-camera show.
And it goes without saying, you guys are invited if anybody wants to come down from the show. I got a hotel room for you, a nice one. So,
how nice!
Cool, yeah, you guys are invited.
Well, I'll be there.
I have to go to a wedding.
My heckles all written out. And
nah, Josh,
you're going to enjoy some of these.
Show better, Greg.
Yeah.
Speaking of heckling, I bet umpires get heckled a lot.
Yeah, Tom, I read this quote It was from a sports writer named Furman Bishop.
Oh, yeah.
Furman Bisher, I'm sorry.
I think he's in Atlanta, right? Or something like that.
You're right, Chick. He is. Yeah. He said umpires are submerged in the history of baseball like idiot children in a family album. Wow. I wanted to ask you guys, there's not a lot of pictures of me when I was younger. Is that... are they saying so?
Speaking volumes there, buddy.
Yeah. So back in the day, umpires were not paid. In 1871, the National Association of Baseball Players, basically the visiting team would submit 5 names, and the home team would pick a name, and that's who the umpire would be. It's kind of like the jury selection process. 1859, back in the day, umpires were in rocking chairs.
What?
Yes, this is true.
Yeah,
it probably did wonders for the pace of play. That's strike 2 there. Did I ever tell you boys about the time I had 2 strikes on me and hit a grand slam home run? Myrtle, bring me a glass of Country Time lemonade. I'm gonna sit back here and tell these fellas a story before we get to the next pitch.
There's no looking it up.
Some of the early names in umpiring, 1876, Billy McLean was the first paid umpire.
Oh.
Billy got $5 a game, which was unheard of back then. He was a very honest and trusted guy. 1882, Richard Higham was not an honest and trusted guy. He was banned for, quote, advising gamblers on how to bet when he was umpiring. Boy, that's an awful nice way of saying fixing games.
Now, were they in the early days? Were they calling balls and strikes?
Yes, they were, Tom. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But in those days, they weren't. It wasn't balls and strikes. It was Lenny and Squiggy.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Chick, I did a lot of Hello. That was, you guys, you like that?
A full count. 3 Lenny's
Hello.
and Squiggies.
Yeah.
Okay.
1879, the American Association, which later became the American League, hired an actual umpire staff. They paid them $140 a month plus $3 per diem. And endorsements. And then 1880, the National League followed. Some early names in umpiring. Robert Ferguson. He was an iron-fisted autocrat, but a very good umpire. When he played, his nickname was Death to Flying Things.
Wow.
I guess he was a... Yeah, that was his nickname. I guess he was a really good fielder. So he called Death to Flying Things. Josh, when you were in the competitive eating circuit,
I had a similar nickname, Greg.
Yeah. Were you? What were you?
Death to Frying Things.
That's what I thought.
So onion rings, what have you? Certainly.
If anybody is death to flying things, it should be Randy Johnson as he murdered a seagull. With It was rough on the early umpires. The players routinely spiked, kicked, cursed, and spat on umpires. And this was in the 1800s. I'm not talking about in 1996 when Robbie Alomar spat on umpire John Hirschbeck.
Did he get thrown out of the game?
Oh, yeah, he got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, good.
Incidentally, Christy, him and Hirschbeck are buddies now.
Isn't it funny when that happens?
Really?
Yeah, they're when you spit on a man, eventually you get it. Sure. John Gaffney was king of the umpires. He wasn't like Robert Ferguson. They said he umpired with tact and diplomacy, which I'm not sure diplomacy belongs in a Major League Baseball game umpiring, right?
Right.
See, now Mike here thinks he's out, and Bill thinks he's safe. Guys, I think there's room for some middle ground. How about this time, Mike, you're going to be out, and next time, Bill, it's going to be your turn. I don't think it belongs there. Do you know this? Umpires are required to wear black underwear.
I didn't know that.
Why?
Yes. Yeah, because in case they split their pants, it's less obvious.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Which I would. Well, I don't know if it does make sense.
Who's
Christy.
going to
I mean, it's
see
like,
him?
No.
Why don't you just not wear tight pants there? You're a baseball umpire. You're not Leif Garrett in 1977.
Yeah, you're right. Give those guys some jogging pants.
Yeah, loosen up your pants a little bit, man. Cy Rigler, of course, you guys are familiar with him. He was the first guy to raise his right hand when he called a strike.
Oh, he was a showman, yeah.
He was a showman, Josh, but not as much of a showman as William J. Lord Byron.
Is that right?
Oh my.
Yeah, Lord Byron. He sang his calls.
Did he?
Which I think is, I'm guessing the one that they tend to ham it up on is this strike 3 call.
Yeah.
And that's bad news to somebody. You don't want to have that singing strike 3. Hey, you're on your way to Triple A.
That hurts. Yeah.
You don't want bad news sung ever, do you?
No.
Gonorrhea, you got it from Maria. Those brushes that the umpires brush off home plate. You can get one of those.
You can.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's a whisk broom, isn't it?
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Well, it's not just a whisk broom.
No, it's a special broom.
Yes, exactly. It's official, chick.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I've got one. Yeah, sometimes on a first date, when we go to the restaurant and the waiter comes to, with that crumb thing.
Yeah.
No, not. I've got this.
I'll need this later to brush off my balls.
Dust off your
They're a
pants.
little dusty.
I've got this, Sally. You're going to get a kick out of this one.
Oh yeah. Look at this.
Chicks love it.
They're impressed, aren't they?
Is it really? Isn't it just a whisk broom? Is it a special broom, really?
Is it? I thought it was a whisk broom.
It's made by the Franklin Company, probably an old competitor of Josh's, and you can get one, Tom, and it's not the same thing.
How much does it cost? Set me back.
Your bag.
Let me see.
I'll get you one, Christy.
You will?
I'll get you one by tomorrow.
All right.
$88.
Oh, he's got ump broom money.
Broom money. Oh, they are different than a little whisk broom.
Oh, yeah, he tried to
I
tell
get
you.
one for $9.99. Rawlings has one for $9.99.
Fine then, Christy, get your own. Get your own then. Try to do something nice.
Yeah.
They don't tell you who's the umpiring crew until right before the game. That's because it goes back to the Black Sox scandal. It's a lot harder to bribe the umpires if you don't know who they're going to be.
Sure.
Yeah. Chick, what do you think Major League Baseball umpire makes these days?
Didn't they just go on strike not that long ago? And I'm going to say
several.
And by the way, they went on strike. I mean, it was right there, guys.
I'm going to say
I like it. Did he
number
raise his right hand? I didn't see.
This labor relation issue, what number was it?
Strike 3.
Okay.
I'm going to say 6 figures, 100.5 maybe. No?
Chick, that's starting salary. You nailed it.
Whoa.
150 is starting salary.
Starting 150. Wow.
The crew chiefs, the guys that have been around for a while, $450K.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
with 4 weeks paid vacation during the season.
Well,
wow.
Why don't they take a vacation during the off season?
Oh, they do.
They do. Chick,
So they get that on top of.
Let me ask you, are the NFL referees, are they now full-time? For the longest time,
I don't know the answer to that. Most were lawyers.
We're not talking about those guys there.
Yeah, we're not talking about
curious.
the NFL.
No.
Well, look it up yourself.
Okay.
We're talking about Major League Baseball players here.
I know they're not they're not paid as much, Tom, the NFL officials. The highest paid are the NBA guys.
Are they,
and then Major League Baseball.
Are the best athletes that are referees most likely to be, what do you think, hockey players? Or
Yes.
Those guys have to be
Hockey. A lot of linesmen are always on the move, yeah.
Nobody cares about hockey.
Our guest is comedian Greg Warren. I don't want you to miss Greg's shows this weekend. Peoria, the famous Jukebox Comedy Club. And then Greg will be, in the next month or so, writing his new hour that he will be performing October 1st at Lexington's famous Comedy Off-Broadway. Oh, you've got part of it written already?
It was going to be most of these umpire jokes, but I think I'm going to have to retool a little bit.
You can have the jokes that I said. You know, the one about them being on strike. Yeah. You can have it, man.
You're
name
so
of the
kind.
special right there.
So when you were at the
Tom, it's pretty much wrapped up.
Okay, when you were at the ball game, did you have a hot dog?
I did not. We sat in an enclosure that had a buffet.
A suite. You can say it. A box.
It wasn't a suite. It wasn't a suite. It was the National Car Rental. Whatever they have, like a area. Yeah. And I had some chicken.
Sweet to me.
Some chicken.
I believe our buddy Greg Hans says he stays in his suite all the time. Motel 6, room 34. Sweet.
Well, we need to get the closer here, Greg.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Well, I don't necessarily have one of those.
All right. Fair enough.
Do you know who Emmett Ashford was?
In closing, umpires are very valuable.
So to sum up,
Merriam-Webster defines umping as
Emmett Ashford was the first black African American umpire.
Oh, yes, really? He was. Yes, he was.
I remember seeing him. And I remember seeing he was great. Seeing him live, and
you saw him live.
1966. That was 20 years after Jackie, and then 1974. Rich Garcia was the first Hispanic umpire. We haven't had a female umpire yet. There's some that have had careers in the minor leagues, but they haven't made it to the majors.
Really?
That's got to be any day now.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That'll ruin the game.
Oh, you know what? I knew.
You're right.
Thank you, Josh. That was Josh Arnold. Please send your hate mail directly.
I didn't see if it was a ball or strike. I was too busy having my period.
Oh, stop it.
That's what they'll say. That's what they'll say.
They won't.
And I thought the red zone was in football, but seriously.
Makes sense.
Hey, Greg, have a great weekend.
That's not how I wanted to close this out, guys.
That's your fault. Okay, hang up the phone. Thank you very much.
See you, Greggy.
Comedian Greg Warren.
Greg.
Bye, guys.
From somewhere in Montana.
Bozeman.
Had you been listening to this broadcast
Boy, would have been
with the Raycon earbuds on, you'd be just like this guy, John, who wrote a love letter about the Raycons. He loves them. You'll love them, too. Chick McGee turned me on to the Raycons. Tell me more.
You know, summer, anything can happen. The possibilities are endless. Take premium audio with you everywhere you go with Raycon earbuds. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. They featured noise isolation, awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you need to. And listen while you travel or maybe during a grueling workout. The optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. That's Raycon. They also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, all that for half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews. Right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon order.
Twice as good and cost half as much. That's a math problem I don't know how to do, but you can. We're coming right back. We've got some great stuff and interesting stuff in the news. Also coming up, comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Monday with you here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Greg Warren and the Warren Report. Also, Reno Collier will be joining us for a look at Today in History later this morning. And on Friday, the Bob and Tom Show and Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols live from Louisville, Kentucky. 4th Street Live, again, this Friday morning, live rock and roll with Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols, the Bob and Tom Show, Christy Chick, Tom will be there, Pat Godwin, everyone you need to see will be there, and you can tune in live right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And if you're in Louisville, you can show up and watch them live at 4th Street Live. Again, coming up this Friday, Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. You won't want to miss it. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Casper Ruud 6-4, 2-6, 7-6, 6-3 in the U.S. Open final to earn his first Grand Slam title at the age of 19. NFL last night, Tom Brady and Mike Evans connect on a punctuating touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 127 yards. Tampa Bay dominated the Cowboys in Arlington, winning 19-3. Dak Prescott broke his right thumb, and he's going to have surgery, will be out an extended period of time. Other winners yesterday in the National Football League in overtime, Indianapolis ties with Houston. Pittsburgh wins in overtime in Cincinnati. Baltimore, Chicago, Cleveland, Miami, New Orleans, Philly, Washington, Kansas City, the Chargers, Minnesota, and the Giants all win. WNBA Finals playoff action. Vegas beat Connecticut 67-64. In college football, University of Nebraska has fired head football coach Scott Frost after a 1-2 start to the season. And Major League Baseball winners, Interleague, Seattle beat Atlanta 8-7. American League winners, Boston, Kansas City, the Yankees, Cleveland, Houston, Texas, and Oakland. And in the National League, Pujols hits his 697th. Cardinals beat Pittsburgh 4-3. Also winning the Phillies, the Mets, Milwaukee, Arizona, the Dodgers, and San Francisco. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump?
I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay, it must
What,
be.
oh, I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Harry with the mom.
That's right. Get involved. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Get involved.
Get involved. Yeah.
With what?
It's a catchphrase. It's a catchphrase. Get involved. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Too
Pat.
early to decorate for Halloween?
Kind of vague.
I'm waiting until the 15th of September. Get involved.
Oh, Ava did her whole house this weekend.
All right.
And it looks
I'm fine with
amazing.
it, but I'm waiting.
Right,
Really?
Tom? Halloween. Get involved.
I love Halloween.
There you go.
Do
See?
you decorate for Halloween? Do you put lights up? And
Yeah, some. I have some orangey stuff. Then the girls are trying to decide what they're going to be still. And fortunately, they go to a school where they're allowed to get in costume.
Yes.
And many schools don't allow that because.
How about like a slutty nurse? That'd be cool, huh?
Whatever you can say, it's all slutty or horny for girls. That's the only costume choice.
Oh my gosh.
Little kids, you see.
Well,
I didn't.
How about a slutty Harry Potter character?
Yeah. Like a real whorish Hermione.
Yeah,
How about that?
Very, very nice.
Hermione.
Remember when
Hermione, thank you.
Lindsay Lohan hosted Saturday Night Live right around the Harry Potter thing, and they did. Hermione was away for vacation.
That's right. She comes back. She's all developed.
She's all got giant boobs and a low-cut and hairy, and everyone's like standing around staring at her.
Okay.
Staring at her tit. You know, her things. Yeah.
Okay. No, the girls have different aspirations.
Okay. Oh, I see.
If you will.
All right.
Yeah, you see, because a lot of schools no longer allow any Halloween costumes or celebrations.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. There are a lot of fascists out there that want to run everything in our country.
Tom, we just got an email. Greg Warren was telling us about the history of baseball umpires.
Yes, he was.
And he said we've yet to have a female umpire, and some of us mused about how that may go.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
I think all of us were involved. And then
No.
Steve has written in
Yes.
with his impression of what a female umpire may sound like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you really knew me, you'd know if it was a ball or a strike.
Send that kid something. That's one fine
Even
letter.
Christy laughed.
Didn't Kostaki have that bit when the first female NFL ref? She'd call a penalty, and the guy, "What'd I do?" "You know what you did." You know.
God, that's great.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you don't even know what you're apologizing for.
Now, do you have that audio from Leslie Nielsen again from The Naked Gun?
Hell yeah.
Protecting the safety of the Queen is a task that's gladly accepted by police squad. For no matter how silly the idea of having a queen might be to us, as Americans, we must be gracious and considerate.
A press conference. The mayor gives him a look like, what are you doing?
Well, if you recall, there was a Queen look-alike.
That's right.
In that movie.
And a Queen Elizabeth II look-alike is now retiring after 34 years.
Why?
Mary Reynolds. Thank you for asking, Joss.
Oh, no.
That's a fair question. I mean, that's a fair question.
No, you
She'll
know
no
what we're going to get now? Von Meter, here we go.
She'll no longer impersonate the late monarch out of respect following the Queen's death. The 89-year-old from Epping said she will still keep her regal outfits in memory of the Queen.
Well, that's Epping nice of her.
Who, to her, quote, felt like part of the family.
Oh.
She added, quote, "It's been a great privilege to look like her because I think she's so incredible." From the age of 17, Mary was told she looked like the Queen, who was just Princess Elizabeth at the time. But it was not until 1988 that Mary became a professional look-alike. During the 3 decades of work as a look-alike, she appeared both on the big and small screen in character, including alongside the late Sir Roger Moore in the 1990 comedy Bullseye, and
who doesn't remember that?
of Doctor Who in 1988.
Yeah, she's not the one in The Naked Gun.
No.
But she's most famous, actually, She is the queen on most of Britain's counterfeit money.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That's how you know.
You're right.
But Chick, back to your point.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary for her to retire. I mean, look at all the Elvis impersonators that are out there.
Well, it's because Elvis is still among us.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen photos.
Maybe she could go like as Halloween as like the zombie Queen Elizabeth.
That wouldn't be tasteless and anger people.
Someone's going to do that.
Well, of course they are, and we'll talk about it November 1st.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great? Like, what's his name? King Charles is making some speech, and his zombie mom shows up at the back of the hall.
That is
Make it funnier.
What would happen?
Open with a joke.
Turns out she had a killer body. Just a handsome woman, but
just the hottest bod.
Amazing.
She's just Sophia Loren under there. We had no idea.
Did you watch the first set of episodes of The Crown?
No. Oh, no.
Yes.
It was very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
They say that was one of the most expensive television shows ever made.
Oh, it was well done.
You can see
build a new
That's why our Netflix price went up.
Oh, God. Hey, the royal beekeeper in the news.
Well, just a second now. I think that the Queen, what does she call herself? An impersonator or
Look-alike.
I mean,
celebrity look-alike.
I think I know the Lady Diana impersonator said, "Hey man, good run." Jeez.
She got 30 years.
She got more work. I see.
We're not.
Yeah.
Boy, I've been retired for.
Wait a minute. I thought you were doing
25 years.
25 years.
I thought he was doing the heaven thing. She got up to heaven. Oh, good run. I only lasted 28 years.
No, the Lady Di impersonator, that gig ended a while back. Yeah.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
You happy now?
I was going to mention Vaughn Meter, but Chick already did.
I know you were.
By the way, if you're a fan of the album The First Family,
Oh, my God.
You have a copy?
Mo Rocca has a wonderful
I just happen to have a copy of it right here.
Who sent you that?
And the First Family rides again.
This is great. Yeah. Mo Rocca does have one of his mobituaries.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. What's coming up in the news, Christy?
Well, we have the royal beekeeper in the news. We have hazing rituals. We have an owl striking twice on a professor.
You like
we have
honey,
alligators, drugs, and money, and more.
Oh, that's a Warren Zevon show.
Alligators, drugs, and money.
You like,
Well, I went home with the waitress.
you like honey, Tom? You like a honey on your little peanut butter bread every now and then?
I do.
A little honey?
Yeah, a little honey on my acai bowls.
Oh, God.
How long's that going to last?
Boy, there's nothing that you can't pretentious up, isn't it? Just
I pride myself.
God,
being pretentious. You should try a nice acai bowl. You'd like it.
Oh, my
It does look
God.
good.
I don't have time to drive all the way downtown to pick them up every day. No wonder you're so tired.
Hey, that's
Go
the thing.
home.
I had a busy day.
Well, you create your own busyness.
Well, of course you
And
do.
the problem is, every time I go, they've blocked off another street.
That's
Check local
because they're
listings.
trying to keep you out of their store.
Well, they're getting pretty good at it now. You can't go north. You can't get there from the east. It's unbelievable, this town.
Yeah.
You can't get anywhere
This
anymore.
town, huh? What am I saying, right?
This town.
I tried to get to my doctor, Dr. Vinny Bubas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, I was sick then, but I'm okay now.
I feel bad for the Prince Andrew impersonator. That guy doesn't get any. He gets no gigs.
Yeah,
He didn't
especially
get any-
birthday parties.
Yeah.
He didn't get any gigs before.
Well, now, when we come back,
All this and more.
we'll have a fraternity hazing in the news
Yes.
and loose tigers.
Oh, my.
Really? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. It's September 12th. It's a Monday. My name is Mark Allison. Hey, you can see the Bob and Tom Show right now on our YouTube channel anytime. Just check out YouTube, search Bob and Tom Show, and there we are. It's just that easy, and thanks for watching if you're watching on the YouTube. My voice carries in both, but we know that you're also listening on Bob and Tom 24/7, and we thank you for that as well. As long as you're here, we're here for you. Bob and Tom 24/7 all morning long and throughout the day. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, this is the place to be. Also, check out our website, bobandtom.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. The subject of a new music-based biopic is Weird Al Yankovic. And like the music-based parodies he's known for, this film is meant to be funny. Yankovic says it features facts about his life, not all of them necessarily true. Daniel Radcliffe plays the lead in Weird, the Al Yankovic story, which made its debut Friday at the Toronto International Film Festival. Emmy Awards host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. Among the best drama contenders at tonight's ceremony, The Squid Game, Secession, and Ted Lasso. But after several pandemic-affected awards seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. You can check it out starting at 8 o'clock Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. And country music singer John Michael Montgomery suffered cuts and broken ribs in a serious accident involving his tour bus. Montgomery writes on social media the bus was on its way to a concert in North Carolina Friday. Everyone on the bus is recovering from injuries, but he does not give details on what happened. Montgomery says he will take time off for a couple of weeks to heal up. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Tell us about Hawaii. I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where is that going to go? And then,
obviously to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the Ni-I-I-I-Pu'u lo o-o-k-a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Wili Wili Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. You're supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Wili Wili Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Wili Wili Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry, is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Comedian Nathan Trenholm in the studio with us. Now, Nathan, where are you living now?
I'm living in Los Angeles now, and I live with a guy and a girl. And actually, the last time I was in town, I had some cookies, and I offered some of the cookies to my roommates, and the girl just got all mad at me. She's like, Nathan, I'm an actress. Actresses can't have carbohydrates. I was like, you mispronounced that word. It's pronounced waitress. You're a waitress.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom.
For what you touch.
Period.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hey. There's Josh Arnold in the upside sidekick desk.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Domo. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oh, boy.
It's a great song.
Nobody ad-libs like Ace. Nobody.
Not so much.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
Earlier, Mr.
Amazing.
Godwin did a nice short parody of Mr. Roboto.
Yes, he did.
Pumpkin regato. Normal.
Nomo.
Oh, man, that's funny.
And that Nomo came before the Phil Collins Nomo, right?
I think so.
Nomo? Okay, right. Now, we have Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk with a letter, apparently.
Dear friends and Josh.
Fair enough.
Is this about the umpires?
Yes, the Warren Report this morning reminded me that several years ago, we were attending a short season, a baseball game in New York. The stadium quite small, and we were seated just behind home plate. We noticed that every time the umpire would bend over, we could see the top of his underwear.
Oh.
Apparently, he tucked his shirt inside the underwear.
No.
I used to do
wrong.
Never.
No, I used to do that.
No good.
Yeah.
Then you get your shirt tails caked in feces.
Oh, what
That's
are
right.
you doing back there?
Never learned how to wipe.
No.
Jesus, Tom.
Crap everywhere.
Yeah.
No, it was the first bodysuits. That's exactly what
It
you
was
do.
quite visible because the underwear was Kelly green with little frogs on them.
How about that?
Just more entertainment for us at the game. That's from Ginny.
And once again, Major League umpires now required to wear black underwear.
Yeah.
In case their pants rip.
What
Makes
the, hell,
sense.
what the hell's Ginny's problem with me?
I don't know. Evidently, you pissed her off, man.
Oh, these bitches.
Hey.
Once again, you're
That's not the way you say it.
I think clearly there will be a great female umpires in Major League Baseball very soon.
Absolutely.
And you don't agree.
In our lifetime? In our lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not Josh's, our lifetime.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Once again, Chick McGee had a really good weekend with the shoe-in picks. And you can participate in our special thing, which is happening as we speak. The Monday Nighter will decide our first week's winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Be part of next week. You can start anytime you want, bobandtom.com/contest. And we'll see who wins our first week after the Monday night game. But we now return to Christy Lee at the news desk.
The royal beekeeper was required to inform the palace bees of Queen Elizabeth's passing in an unusual ritual.
What?
Yep, Mr. John Chappell, the official palace beekeeper, broke the news to the bees at the hives on the grounds of Buckingham Palace and Clarence House. The ritual also involved the 79-year-old telling the insects that their new master, King Charles III, would now be in charge.
What?
Black ribbons were then tied in bows on the hives. The publication explains the ritual is based on a superstition that not informing the bees about a new owner would lead to them not producing honey, abandoning the hive, or dying.
I can't see why they don't want them to run the country anymore. With that kind of logic. Well, we decided to attack via Normandy because the bees think it's a good idea.
Wow. That's interesting.
A good day's work. We've informed the bees.
Yes.
Well done.
Boy, were they stinging mad.
No, they were a buzz.
They were a buzz.
They were.
They just would not shut up.
No.
Oh, the hives are at half-mast.
Yes, I am John Chappell.
You know, we could learn from the bees.
Humility, dignity, work ethic.
Each worker has his own job and takes care of it.
They have to tell the corgis also, though.
Oh, they do?
Start dragging their butts in that expensive carpeting.
Oh, boy.
Suppose there's any wall-to-wall carpeting in the palace.
You know.
No. No.
Queen Elizabeth came up with the breed, the Dorgie. It's a dachshund corgi.
What? Are you serious?
It's in constant pain.
That's what they said. Oh, it's God's mistake.
My back! It's essentially a snake.
Yeah.
My joints are on fire.
It can suck its own. Never mind.
Oh.
Probably.
That is the interesting thing about it.
Yeah. Although most dogs can, I guess, now that I think about it.
Hey, changing the subject.
One of the benefits of being a dog.
You could lick your nuts, Tom, would you?
Come on, Tom. Answer this
You
one
know he
question.
wouldn't. He
doesn't wanna listen.
No, first
of all,
too close to the butt.
No.
A gentleman never answered.
Yeah, no, first of all, thank you for saying if.
Yeah. Oh.
Can you imagine knocking on the door? Come on in. There he is.
I'm sorry. So you're busy.
I'm sorry. You go
Come
right
back.
ahead.
No, you're right.
Are they salted?
It's been a sticky day.
All right. What do you got?
A new study has found that fraternity-style hazing rituals do not actually help students bond with each other.
What did you say?
Who knew?
What did you say for the teaser earlier? Are they working? Does hazing work?
Well, you know, I wasn't really friends with Dave till I had to eat that marshmallow that fell out of his ass when we were climbing the steps of Hamilton Hall to get into the Fiji house.
Now we're as close as anybody.
That brings us close.
According to researchers at Kent State University.
Kent State, Tom.
Yes. Fraternity pledgeship practices may not be the social glue it has long been assumed to be. Kent State Associate Professor Aldo Cimino, a PhD, and his team received unfiltered access to 6 separate groups of fraternity inductees over a 10-week period.
Do they have an ROTC at Kent State?
That was...
That's going to get you some quiet.
They found that while...
And now, Josh angers America.
They found that while intense hazing rituals can be successful in weeding out some less committed inductees.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I really wanted to be part of it. Then I found out about the marshmallows and the ass thing. And I said, you know something, I can make friends the old-fashioned way. I don't want to eat my own vomit in front of Steve.
Is that one of the things?
The sometimes intense pledging process might not be equally effective at making inductees feel group solidarity. That's his quote, with each other. Cimino notes that Greek life administrators should consider replacing potentially harmful hazing activities with fun events like bowling or regular socializing, like a kegger maybe.
Yes,
I don't
what's
know.
wrong with a good kegger?
Right. You can find out more at Evolution and Human Behavior.
Some semi-consensual intimate activity.
I thought...
She doesn't have to say yes, fellas. She just can't say no.
Pledge, keep the gag.
This kegger's a lot better idea than eat my own seed.
Yeah. You know, I'm enjoying this more.
I hate Thursdays.
Yeah, and I know that I couldn't respect anyone when I was in school unless I had seen them crying while covered in a combination of semen and shaving cream.
Jeez.
What the hell?
You know, eating a blindfolded guy eating a cracker
I don't think
containing
it's
a lot
like
of man
that.
seed.
Learning a lot today.
It's not really.
You know, the CEOs of most companies keep a wooden paddle in their office.
And by the way, the answer is no. None of us were ever in a fraternity.
No.
No, I don't think any of us were there. Were you Greek?
No, not at all. Hated it.
Did you go sorority there,
Oh,
sis?
gosh, no.
No? Okay.
Well, I wasn't in college long enough. I was a little cis for Theta Chi for about one semester.
No.
God, I thought you were going to say for one.
What does that mean?
One very special night.
Yeah, we all experimented, didn't we?
One go around.
No, till they took us camping.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier. We also have to find out about some kind of a squirrel attack, owl attack, and there's apparently a tiger on the loose in Louisiana. Have you heard about
There might
this?
be 2 tigers on the loose, one in Louisiana, one in New Mexico.
Well, how many tigers are there?
There are a lot of tigers in the world, Chick. Most of them in captivity, sadly.
I know. But...
Well, we'll find out about that. Right now, I want to talk about a mission statement from Napa. What's their mission? The Napa Auto Parts wants to keep you in motion. Keep that car moving. Keep that truck moving. For almost a century, Napa has been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that you, the driver, need, and they're going to pass that along to you when you stop by your favorite Napa Auto Parts store, one of almost 6,000, by the way. There are also over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers, meaning you're never far from the quality products and trusted service that your ride needs and you need. Your lifestyle depends on that car and that truck. Visit NapaOnline.com to find out more and find a Napa location near you today. That's NapaOnline.com. The folks there behind the desk, they know what they're doing. They've got what we call Napa know-how. Once again, when we come back, comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Just wrapping up week 1 of the NFL. Of course, we've got the Monday night game tonight. A lot of you are waiting for that game to find out who's going to win and what the final score is, so you find out if you won the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Someone's going to win our Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. You just go to bobandtom.com/contest and enter the winners for week 2. Of course, week 1 is now in the books. We're just waiting to find out who the winner was, and whoever the winner is will be on the air with us later this week as Chick McGee makes his picks, the shoe-in picks of the week on Thursday, and the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max will be on air to challenge Chick McGee with their brilliance. It's going to be a lot of fun all season long. Week 2, you have a chance to enter and win yourself a Big Green Egg Mini Max. All you have to do is pick the pro football regular season winner. No point spread, just who wins, who loses. What about a tie? I don't know. It's in the rules. bobandtom.com/contest if you want to play. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. The first members of the public will have the chance to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II when the monarch's coffin lies at rest at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles III will begin Monday by speaking to lawmakers at Parliament in London before flying to Scotland. He will accompany the oak coffin on a solemn procession through the cobbled streets of the Scottish capital, from the Royal Palace of Holyrood House to the cathedral. On Sunday, thousands of people lined streets and roadsides as the coffin was borne from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday, to Edinburgh. In other news, Emmy Award host Kenan Thompson and the ceremony's producers are promising a feel-good event. That description doesn't apply to several of the top nominated shows. Among the best drama contenders at Monday night's ceremony, the volatilely dystopian Squid Game and Succession, about a powerful and cutthroat family. Even comedy nominee Ted Lasso, the defending champ, took a dark turn last season. But after several pandemic-affected award seasons, Emmy producers say the night will be big and festive. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live fame says he wants a celebratory and stress-free night. The Emmys air at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and will be streaming on the Peacock Network. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. Oh, no. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that masturbation?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A 91-year-old woman completed a tandem skydive as part of her birthday wish. What you failed to mention, $10 says she really just wanted the thrill of having a man ride her from behind one last time. A wildlife director lost his hand when one of the alligators bit it off. What you failed to mention, "See you later, alligator," is what he said to his hand.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And,
Sure.
and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. People may take a class or two.
Right.
As Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, padoom, padoom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
It's a free skate.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chip.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold on the DL. Back maybe.
He's got the COVID.
End of the week? No?
I hope so.
Maybe. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier. And, there he is right now.
Hey, Reno.
Reno has a
Good morning, my friend.
new feature. Reno exploring various interesting topics of late. And certainly enjoyed by some, if not all. I
certainly, possibly by some, yeah.
I'm certainly enjoying them. Your a take on the student loan program. That's posted on our website, by the way, and various social media platforms, among many other things. How are you today, Reno?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm still in Wilmington at the beach, but I'm leaving just in a little while.
Oh, all right. Nice time at the beach.
It was great, man. I had shows at the Dead Crow Comedy Club. It was fantastic. Great crowds.
Do they have a logo that's like a dead crow?
Yeah, a big giant one on the stage behind your head.
And is it clearly dead?
Well, it would make sense if it was a live
it's
crow.
a painted piece of metal, but it's dead.
Yeah. Like it's lying on its back or something?
What a great question.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it could be the Crow Comedy Club.
Oh, my gosh.
But it's not. It's the Dead Crow.
The Dead Crow. I'm just asking.
Here, do you want to see their logo?
It's a fair question, I think.
No, it's not.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Bobcat's going to be there.
I like that name.
Well, listen, before we get to your editorial, Reno, we have a couple of animal stories in the news today. One of them involving a large bird, an owl. And where I live, there's an owl. I hear him all the time.
Good for
How about that?
What do you think of that? What do you think of that, Reno? There's an owl where Tom lives.
I bet there's an owl by you, too.
There probably is.
I mean, I tell you, once you hear an owl, you learn how that whole Who thing started.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Change your life.
It's fun.
Hey, there's a professor at the University of Richmond who was attacked not once, but twice by an ornery owl on campus.
Yikes.
Biochemistry professor Michael Leopold told WRIC.
Leopold. Isn't that rich? Leopold.
WRIC.
Yeah.
That the owl students
Their sister
have.
station. Wait a minute.
WRAC?
WLOEB. No, never mind.
WRIC that the owl students have dubbed 27 double who has been causing trouble for anyone in its path. He said the first time he was attacked, it was completely silent, but it was impactful. It felt like a 10-pound pine cone hit the back of his head.
10-pound pine cone.
That is impactful.
Leopold continued, quote, I was lucky enough to get the owl again, and it took my hat this time.
Oh.
He added that the attacks occurred in two vastly different locations of campus.
He had a hat.
Yeah, the university said the U.S. Department of Agriculture will be coming to the university next week to help catch the owl.
Is this a university or is this Hogwarts?
Yeah. Biology professor Peter Smallwood told us. Yeah.
Daddy Peter and Smallwood.
Told the station that it is rare for northern barred owls
Dick
to attack
hits air.
humans. One theory is that he may have spent time in captivity or rehabilitation and may be swooping at people in frustration because it's used to people feeding him.
I see.
Look out. Hey, he'll swoop you.
This is a problem that could be solved with a pretty good tennis racket. You could take care of this.
No.
Issue.
Not going to swat at the owl.
Okay. Well, now we have some other.
We have a song, I think, from Pat about the owl.
Yeah, sure. Real quick before Reno. You ready there, Ace? Okay. Who are you? I got up in the parking lot with 2 knots on my head. Out of nowhere, I got hit from the back, knocked down and left for dead. I staggered to my classroom. I saw an owl fly away. I remember shouting out to the bird because of his foul play. Well, who are you? Are you? Who? He said, I'm 27 double who. That's who. 27 double who. One more time. Who are you? Let's get to Reno right now. All right.
Am I missing Am I missing the inside of joke of what is 27 double who?
I don't know.
That's what the students called him. Why? Is that referencing something?
I don't. It's got to be an inside joke on campus, and we're not privy to it.
I was wondering if okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I thought maybe it was like a Hogwarts thing, or
I don't think so.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck to this guy and all of his friends. Have you ever seen the famous video of the owl? It coming after the camera.
Sure.
Swooping in.
Slow motion? Yeah, it's awesome.
Pretty scary stuff.
Owls are amazing creatures.
They are. Now, we go from owls to tigers, and there's a couple possibly loose tigers out there.
Officials in New Mexico seized an alligator, drugs, and money, and nearly $42,000. No, alligator, drugs, guns, and money. 42 grand, actually, but they're still searching for a tiger after they raided 2 homes in Albuquerque. New Mexico conservation officers said investigators believe the tiger is with someone in New Mexico or a nearby state. The animal, believed to be less than 1 year old and weigh about 60 pounds.
Oh, that's not dangerous.
He's a baby.
Yeah. Not gonna hurt you.
60-pound tiger?
Nah. Too small to do any real damage.
Oh, I think right at the throat.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
They still have their baby teeth.
No, they're...
Where is it?
Don't.
Is the tiger...
Albuquerque
Is
area.
he still on the loose?
Yeah.
Tom, the tiger's on the loose!
Go tiger,
Go tiger, go tiger.
Go tiger.
He's not the only one. Police in Louisiana are investigating reports of a tiger on the loose. According to WVUE TV,
have a view, won't you?
Social media accounts from people in Houma claim that a tiger was roaming around their town.
Houma say what?
Houma.
Puma? Is it Puma?
H-O-U-M-A.
Is it
Houma?
Puma?
Houma, Louisiana?
Puma finger?
The police department has received multiple calls about an apparent tiger allegedly sighted in downtown Houma.
There's a downtown Houma.
Sure.
But officers have not laid eyes on the animal.
That's where the 2-story buildings are.
I took a train there once.
Did you?
The 310 to Houma?
What do you like, the original or the remake?
Both. I like
Christian
both.
Bale. Yeah, me too. Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
I even like the Elmore Leonard short story.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm unclear on this. There's people are saying they're seeing a tiger.
Yes, and they have to report, when they get multiple reports, they have to go looking, but the police say they have not been able to find it. So
they're elusive.
Mm-hmm.
So are they telling people to keep their kids inside, I would think?
That's all I have, Tom. I don't know. I'm sure that...
What a great question, though, Tom. Were they wearing any sort of clothes that would attract
are these LSU tigers?
Yeah. That's
good. Maybe.
Favorite tiger.
Good follow-up. I'd love to see you in the press pit as some mayor. Oh, really? What'd you have for breakfast this morning, Mr. Mayor? We're talking about the budget shortfall. No. What did you...
No, I think it's a fair question. There's a tiger on the loose in this town.
But they haven't confirmed it.
Right. It could just be too wacky.
It could be just somebody maybe saw a big dog or something.
If they've had multiple calls about seeing a tiger...
Maybe it's a stuffed animal. We've had that before.
Okay. All right.
A single squirrel,
What's with all these drug dealers having pet tigers?
They love it, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they do.
I think it's a way to flash the fact that they have money. And
Sure.
Or maybe do you get a free one after you've sold 1,000 pounds of
you think
it's
a contest?
Oh, it's an incentive for salesmen?
The Mexican drug cartel, they have a...
coffees for closers.
And
you sell 1,000 pounds of H, you get a free tiger.
You had a good month.
Okay, very good, very good.
A single squirrel blamed for a power outage that affected 10,000 people in Virginia. Dominion Energy spokeswoman Benita Billingsley Harris stated, quote, a squirrel got into a substation. She said power was restored after little more than an hour when the company rerouted a majority of the customers
did you hear,
to
Tom?
an alternate circuit.
We wouted?
It was we wouted.
Rerouted.
Wow.
It was Wacky Squirrel.
Rerouted.
Wacky the flying squirrel.
Nope, you said we wouted.
We worried.
She added that Dominion had squirrel guards installed at all of its substations.
Oh, we're here to guard the
protecting both
Hold
the
it
animals
right
and
there.
the electric grid.
Where
Are
do
you a
think
squirrel?
you're going, squirrel?
Did the squirrel make it out?
Oh, God, no.
So it was Rocky the frying squirrel.
Yes, it really was.
Poor kid.
He was in there looking for D's.
D's what?
Nuts. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I got a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah. You know what he got, though? He got nuts and volts. Although it's the amps that kill you, right?
I don't know.
I believe that's the case.
Okay. I'll have to ask Eddie. What's on your mind today, Reno?
Well, excuse me. I wrote a little thing, or kind of did. Just another country fried take. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
I'd love to hear it.
There's a lot going on out there, and I'd like to share with y'all some of my opinions on some of this stuff. So it's my pleasure to serve you up a tasty helping of what I call Reno Collier's country fried take.
All right.
Sad news this week. Queen Elizabeth Part 2 died. Now, some of you may be thinking, why wouldn't an old country boy care about this? Well, I do. I always liked old Liz. Southern people appreciate a good monarchy. We've got rural kings, dairy queens, and royal cola. And we're always crowning and coronating our own folks. You know, like in my town, you could have no less than 10 different highnesses at a time. We had sweet potato queen, lady diecast, princess partial plates. My grandpa said his neighbor was a queen, but he told me to stay out of that guy's yard. And man, those Brits sure seem to love Queen Elizabeth. She ruled for 70 years. 70. Now, I don't know how English elections work, but if they're every 4 years like ours, that's like 17 times they voted her in. Think about that. And she wasn't just a ruler of England. She lorded over a bunch of silly places. Like she was even the queen of Canada. I always assumed the king and queen of Canada were Wayne Gretzky and Mrs. Butterworth. But my wife, I said that to my wife, and she goes, haven't you seen the queen's face on their money? And it's so weird. I thought that was Barbara Bush. It's not. Now, some folks consider her just a figurehead, and I'm not totally sure what that is. The only time I hear that phrase is when my buddy Dale gets a prostitute on his birthday, and he's like, I tell you what, Reno, a figurehead is in my future tonight. Now, Queen Elizabeth had some tough times, but she always handled them with poise and grace. Our Southern queens had problems too, though, you know. One year after the all-you-can-eat biscuits and gravy breakfast, the lone soil queen crapped herself during the Mother's Day parade right there in the back of Doc Peterson's convertible. You talk about your anus horribilis. All in all, it seems to me like Queen Elizabeth had all the qualities of a true Southern lady. She was strong, bright, a lovely woman who appreciated tradition and manners and family. She provided comfort and warmth in times of bad and reverence and honor in times of good. She will be missed. And as far as the new king's concerned, I'll talk about him in a year or two when his old ass dies. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take.
Oh, very nice.
Very much, Reno.
Thank you, sir.
You can check that out again this evening on the Bob and Tom. How do you do that, Ace?
We're on YouTube.
No, that's right.
8 p.m.
And we'll also be featuring our new song about King Chuck, with apologies to Steve Martin. And, hey, Reno, I know that you're in the business of being a comedian, so you have to pay close attention to language. And I don't know if you saw this, but every year about this time, Merriam-Webster, the dictionary people, release new words. And it's always fun.
Sometimes angering.
Yeah, I'd never heard this one, but I guess I know Oscar said he had yeet. Have you heard yeet?
That's Kanye West, isn't it?
That's what I thought. No. It means it's got a couple different meanings. To throw something with force without regard to the thing being thrown. Mm-hmm. Not weird? Or used to express surprise.
So if you say, hey, Josh, toss me a beer, and I just whip one at you, I yeeted it. And then you would...
Or that's the noise it makes when it hits you in the head.
I don't know.
Yeet!
They've got pumpkin spice in the new dictionary. I like this one. MacGyver is now in the dictionary. To make something.
We've all used that. We had to MacGyver it.
I MacGyvered it.
Yeah.
So you could say you're out in your car, Reno, and the wheel falls off, and you MacGyver a new one out of a pizza box or something. I would have gone with something round. But
So if I lived in a cartoon, that'd be killer.
Sure.
Pumpkin spice is in the new dictionary. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that seem pretty obvious?
Yeah, seems obvious, all right.
I don't know why they'd have to put that in the dictionary. Sus is in there, meaning suspicious or suspect. How about this? You know this one, Reno. A side hustle.
Yeah, like a second job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had a side hustle during COVID.
Dude, I always have a side hustle. Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you still doing construction on the side?
I help out every once in a while when they need me and I'm home, but I've been on the road so much, man. I haven't been able to dig in as much.
Now, where's your next stop on the road? I know that on September 30th, you're going to be in a place called Greensburg at the Fraternal Order of the Eagles. You got anything between now and then?
I do. Not this week, but the week after, I'm in Cape Girardeau at the Equestrian Center. There's a fundraiser thing that I'm doing. And if you're around Cape Girardeau, we'd love to have you come out. It's going to be fun.
Okay, we'll find out all the details on that coming up next week.
And I'll be with you on September 30th.
You will. And I think me and Oscar are in the 31st, right?
No, October 1st, yes.
October 1st. Yeah, I'm sorry. October. I don't know, dude. Sorry.
Well,
30 days have September.
Yeah,
that's right.
We'll plug your gig coming up. Thank you very much, Reno. Enjoy.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a great week, everybody.
You too, Reno. See you.
Southern gentleman, Mr. Reno Collier. Right now, I want to talk about our friends at Roman. We've been talking about going to getroman.com/wood for a long time. It's a place to grab some of those pharmaceuticals that have been scientifically proven to help you in the realm of ED if you're a candidate. This is something different. Roman's trying to talk to guys who think they may just be starting to lose their hair. There are some options available to help stop balding if you catch it early enough. Roman offers clinically proven medications to help treat early hair loss. Roman also offers specially formulated shampoos and conditioners with ingredients that fortify and moisturize hair to look fuller. Get the details by going to getroman.com/BT show. Getting started is simple. You complete a free online visit, then a U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you directly in discreet packaging with their famous free 2-day shipping. That's getroman.com/BT show with a special offer for Bob and Tom show listeners. Go to getroman.com/BT show. Get 20% off your first order. That's getroman.com/BT show. 20% off from the comfort and privacy of your own home. You can find out about what's happening with this early onset hair loss. Roman offers both prescription medications and over-the-counter treatments. Once again, the details. getroman.com/BT show, 20% off for friends of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, a little bit of a history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, it is. Greg Warren joined us today with another edition of the Warren Report, and he'll be on the road doing his stand-up comedy at the Jukebox in Peoria, Illinois this weekend. Check him out Friday and Saturday night. And then Saturday, September 24th at the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. GregWarrenComedy.com for more with Greg. Reno Collier here with a look at history and things that we learned on the show today coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Americans spent yesterday remembering the 9/11 attacks, vowing again to never forget the deadliest terrorist attacks on U.S. soil. Vice President Kamala Harris attended an event at the World Trade Center. President Joe Biden spoke at the Pentagon, and First Lady Jill Biden spoke at a third site, a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The attacks killed nearly 3,000 people and changed our national security policy forever. The first members of the public will have the chance to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II when the monarch's coffin lies at rest at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. King Charles III will begin today by speaking to lawmakers at Parliament in London. Before flying to Scotland, he will accompany the oak coffin on a solemn procession through the cobbled streets of the Scottish capital. Sunday, thousands lined streets and roadsides as the coffin was taken from the late Queen's beloved Balmoral Castle summer retreat, where she died on Thursday on its way to Edinburgh. And it was quite a haul for authorities in New Mexico, who launched raids at 2 homes of suspected drug dealers. But there's one thing they didn't get their hands on that's kind of a cause for concern. Now, during the search, they found an alligator, large quantities of drugs, guns, and money. But they're also looking for a young tiger they suspect was being kept as a pet. They believe it's still somewhere in New Mexico, and they say it poses a clear danger to the public. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia?
What?
Introducing Ed Pedural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Pedural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10.
I'm Ed Padurl saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
photography. You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
Sprinkler system.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Aren't you glad you're... There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
I'm so happy to be here today.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, check.
What do we got? Half song out him today?
Barely.
What did they...
We got the new King Chuck song.
Yeah, but you recorded that at the shack. I didn't count.
It counts.
She's tough, but she's fair.
Okay.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
My lost weekend counted.
Hello, friend.
Oh, really? Took you all weekend.
Did you do your squirrel song?
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, did I what?
Did you do your squirrel
No,
song?
we had Reno on, so it would have been rude.
Well, you can do your squirrel
Do it
song now. We
now.
got time.
Oh, sure.
The squirrel story, it was it
boring.
Got electrocuted in a substation, took out power for 10,000.
So the squirrel's dead.
Yes.
Sing that squirrel song, Pat.
Squirrel gets electrocuted, but 10,000 people lose power?
For over an hour, yes.
Okay, all right. No, good to know.
Hey, where'd that squirrel go? Days when the darkness came. Nasty rodent in the neighborhood. You know, our fingers are bloody and inflamed. Biting and scratching. Hey, attacking and jumping. Sunk its teeth into the power lines. 10,000 people without power. Yeah, because of you. You meddling squirrel. You are a meddling squirrel. Do you remember when? Oh, the power went out. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, meddling squirrel. All right, let me hear you. Single parents. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Josh, scat for me, will you?
Rimbong dim snipper flarzol zim zab gerbil fly.
Always good for a laugh. One more time. Help me out here. No way to end it.
Doodle flu.
Meddling squirrel. Thank you very much, Josh.
So how did Grandma die? Well, squirrel unplugged her oxygen. And time now to review what we... Oh, did you have another story, Christy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, just real quick. Scientists are saying drinking 2 cups of black tea every day reduces the risk of early death. A team from the U.S. National Cancer Institute analyzed data on the tea drinking habits of about 500,000 British adults.
Yeah, but how does this keep you from getting hit by a bus?
It doesn't. Researchers found that higher tea intake
You're more alert.
was associated with lower mortality risk among those drinking 2 or more cups per day.
Head on a swivel.
Regardless of generic variation in caffeine metabolism.
I see.
The study was published in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine.
That's anals.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It's internal medicine.
Anal.
It's anal, Chris.
See, this is I heard the Queen cut back to 1 cup last week.
Is that what happened?
Wow. Talk about proven.
Boy.
Of course, the Brits live longer.
Why is that?
Because they drink all that tea.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, their teeth are all brown, but...
Good for your metabolism.
Let's move forward here. We have... what is today's date? 12?
Can't you get the day right?
Yeah, there we go.
September 12th.
History.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
1978, the TV show Taxi premiered on ABC.
Did you like that one, Tom?
You know something? I never saw it.
What?
But I never watched that.
Terrific cast.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, they didn't pick up black folks, though, huh? When they were casting that.
Oh, my God.
You're right. Danny Glover never had a guest starring role on that one.
I don't know if you can...
You did not remember the Danny Glover
say
thing?
what you just said.
He did.
He sure did.
Everybody spoke English.
Well,
boy, and that Danny DeVito was grumpy, wasn't he?
Okay.
You didn't like it?
Man, that was fun.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I remember there was Jim Ignatowski. I remember that guy.
Latka?
Thank you very much. Shut up.
1981. The Smurfs. One of the lesser Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
I totally disagree.
Now you've got a show.
I loved the Smurfs.
Remember how they use Smurf for every verb?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Smurf it. Go over there and Smurf her. Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, they were wiped out by climate change, so now we can watch the Flintstones again. Like
Smurf her good. I Smurfed her.
On this date in 2017, Apple unveiled the final iPhone. The iPhone... there's another one?
Yeah.
By the time they get to the iPhone 20, it will introduce itself.
It sure will.
The phone will walk out on stage with a black turtleneck.
Hey, how you doing? You know,
I'm here.
how's your newest phone?
Hey, use some mouthwash.
Here we go. 1575, happy birthday to Henry Hudson.
Oh.
Ironically, discovered the river with his name on it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Boy. And he waved to all the people going, "Hi, indigenous people, I just discovered you. I just discovered this river."
And then he started a car company.
Welcome me. He could not swim, by the way.
52 Hudson.
Wasn't he killed by his own people, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know too much about it.
Let's see. Happy birthday, Jesse Owens. Of course, the great
very fast
athlete. Happy
State
birthday, happy birthday, Barry White.
Oh,
a guy whose singing is so sexy it makes men get wet.
Barry White proving that your name is not your destiny.
No.
Once again, asking the question: are there more black people named White or more white people named Black?
What do we got here? Cilla Black. She's
Frank Black, isn't he a singer?
Is he a Whiteman?
Frank Lloyd White.
Shirley Temple Black.
Shirley Temple Black.
White Noise. Not Barry White. That would have been a great. Wouldn't that have been a great album title for him, though?
White Noise.
White Noise.
Yeah. Don't you have a white noise machine? No? Just people shopping at the Gap. Are you ready to check out, sir?
What do you mean about Trader Joe's?
Jake is done.
The rest of these are the rest of these are just too depressing.
Have you tried these crackers from Trader Joe's? They're amazing.
That's your white noise machine, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, are those the crackers you have by the coffee machine?
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh.
They're even better.
Got some new pita chips at Trader Joe's over the weekend.
Pita chips.
I'll be happy to bring them in. I'll share them with you only, Christy.
They're quite
I know you'll only want the one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, happy birthday. What's this guy doing? Ruben Stoddard, wasn't he? The
he was on American Idol.
Yeah, he passed away.
He was a big guy, right?
Oh, did he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just wanted to start that rumor.
He was overweight, I think, wasn't he?
Very, yeah. Michelle Obama's least favorite singer.
Happy birthday, Yao Ming.
Mm-hmm.
The famous, very tall basketball player of Chinese origin, although I still think it was two little guys, one on each other's shoulder with a big baggy basketball.
With that description, I can almost see him in my mind's eye. Very tall basketball.
Okay, and that's pretty much today's
Time
stuff.
now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa. 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores, 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers. Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go.
What'd we learn, Chick?
Well, let's take a look.
Tell us a little bit about what we learned.
What is today? The 12th.
He was doing a Tom. He was doing a
He was mocking.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was so bad I didn't.
Christy's wearing stripes today, like the Beagle Boys.
Yeah.
Willie still has COVID, and he's home doing jigsaw puzzles. He's very excited about it. He's become the jigsaw puzzle guy. First weekend I went 4-2 on the shoe-in.
Congratulations.
Rivian is an electric truck made in Bloomington Normal, Illinois.
Yeah, they're just coming out. They look pretty cool.
Chris Collinsworth had kind of a bumpy voice last night.
They're going to try to get Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott on the field together. Maybe a few of those kind of trick plays just like that. Kellen Moore scheming one up early on this one.
I think he sounds better that way.
Tracheotomy-esque.
Catcher Thurman Munson was mentioned today. He was in an electric shave ad.
We have the other one.
There's Williams Electric Shave. Its special formula makes your whiskers stand up, so you can shave off your beard without having to go over and over the same spots. Electric Shave. And now there's new Electric Shave Tender Face for men with tender faces. Electric Shave!
Lighten the loafers, as we say. Tender face.
Hey there, tender face.
You know how it is. Eligible bachelor. Yes.
And then we had an argument about a song I like that none of you do. How can you not like
Loved it as a kid, man.
Oh, God.
My brothers and I would roller skate in the
And then where it kicks in here.
This
so much
is
fun.
a Broadway play.
Oh, it's fun.
This isn't rock and roll.
Come see Tenderface on Broadway.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott.
Quarterback Dak Prescott of the Cowboys broke his thumb. Someone hit him in the butt.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Ace Cosby has turned a guest room into a pantry. That is an absolute fact.
And Ace told us that pasta can, over time, mold.
10 years.
Dry pasta. After 10 years, you said?
My God, start eating that stuff.
At least you got it with a coupon.
And remember to refer to me as Chicky Chicky Bang Bang.
Okay. And
Here on out.
tomorrow, don't forget the Paul Lind joke of the day will be joining us once again. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.